Yeah. What is poppin'? What's poppin'? Let me get the soup. Let me get the not super chat. Let me get the chat out so I can make sure everybody can see me good. What's the deal, man? What's happening? What's up with my people? What's going on, man? I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. All right, make sure everything working right, everything looking good. All right, for sure, for sure. We wait for y'all to tune on in. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Let me send this tweet out to get the people in here. Let them know that it's going down now. Yes, indeed. Please believe it. Please believe it. Let's see. Hold up. We are live. I keep forgetting. Whoa, what up, Lee? How you doing? I keep forgetting to whatchamacallit. I keep forgetting to schedule the tweet. Desmond King, what go on, brother? What part you there? Whoa, what up? What up? That's my dog, Authentic. What's happening? Whoa, what up, Chris? What's up to my dog, Chris Connor? Say, as always, y'all run up the hype and run up the likes. Yes, indeed. I'm still trying to figure out this damn hype button. How many times you can hype a week? What channels you can hype with? It's real confusing. I probably should read my YouTube manuscript to kind of see what all these things mean. But what's happening with y'all, man? We got a lot of stuff going on. Tonight gonna be a great show. We got a lot of things to talk about. Yes, indeed. Hey, it's Williamson. I'm drinking yak and listening. We belong together watching old pals highlights. Oh, man. Shout out to Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, what? Every time around this year, you know, it's time. That I'm like, what is that shit? But, yeah, man, it's tough. But, yo, Lean, I'm a beacon of positivity here because, well, and realism because things really not that bad. It's just that the problem is you got the same issues you had in the off season. Like, to me, that's the biggest issue, right? But the reason why I say things not so bad is because you got a chance to evaluate certain aspects. Some things you never gonna really get the answer to, and some things you've already gotten the answer to. Like, all right, you already had the Willie Green answer, even though most of us already knew it. You got the answer. The answer solidified. You know, Jeremiah Fizz is a hit. You know, the Derek Queen thing is it's debatable, but the way this draft is looking is like, who knows, right? We may not know that one for a couple of years. Whoa, Michael Morgan in the building with that 5-piece, getting the first domino rolling. He said, what's good, bro? I heard Trey's basically the face of the team now. Also, they won't trade him unless it's a Godfather deal. Yo, Michael Morgan, it's funny you say that, right? Because check this out, right? And that's a good point too, Desmond King. He said the Hawks pale street team, they look like a great constellation. I think with Trey and Herb to a lesser extent, but with Trey and Jordan Poole, kind of, sort of, the Pelicans have so many tradable assets and they have little to no bad contracts. Like, to me, it's kind of crazy how few bad contracts they have. Maybe you could say, you might argue Herb on a bad contract. Or you might argue DeJounte's on a bad contract just because of the number of years left, right? And, of course, coming off the injuries coming off of. But yet and still, the Pelicans don't have Zion on like a 5-year deal or $200 million. Or they don't have Trey or nobody crazy. I'm going to just say Eve Meeksy just to throw his name out there. They don't have guys like that on 5-year deals. $40 million each year. Like, that's just non-existent with the Pelicans. Everyone is young and on relatively cheap deals. So if you're the Pelicans and you know you're not a free agent destination, then we're going to talk about Chris Paul a little bit as well. Whoa, what up, Q? You know you're not a free agent destination. You're not a free agent destination. Brox, what's happening, my fam? You're not even, like, really a free agent destination for the bottom tier of the league. Like, me and Chris used to joke about this. Like, you got guys like Malik Monk that have turned the Pelicans down. Tim Hardaway Jr., Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul turned the Pelicans down several times. Denzel, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Blessings and prayers to you, too. Thank you. Chris Gray, what's up with you, fam? Thank you, man. Thank y'all for all the birthday wishes and all the super chats, man. I appreciate all the love, man. I hope y'all having a blessed holiday season as well. But, yeah, man, like, The Pelicans in a really good spot. And aside from the 26th draft, which don't look like it got like no home run type guy. Corey, what's happening, my dog? Thank you, brother. Thank you, fam. Thank you too, Liam. I appreciate the birthday wish, man. Thank you. Thank all y'all. Aside from the 26th draft, the Pelicans own all their own draft picks. So the Pelicans' future and destiny is still in their hands. Now, in my opinion, the Pelicans should be in talent acquisition mode, irregardless of what happens with Zion. That's why I say those problems you had this offseason are the same problems. You got to find a way to clear salary and turn some of those meh rotational players into real talent. That's why you see a team like the Warriors with Kuminga. You see teams like the Kings with some of the young players they have available. You see teams like I'm just trying to think, like the Jazz, or teams that, or even Brooklyn. You see teams like Brooklyn with Cam Thomas and guys like that. You see teams that got guys who are distressed assets who kind of underpaid. Whereas if you're the Pelicans, you can go the OKC route. And what I mean by the OKC route is this. OKC failed with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Who else on that? Green, Steven Adams. Who else was on that damn team? Then you had man, what's the dude who he not even in the league no more, man. His name started with a K. I can't remember his last name. But they failed with a lot of like high level players, right? Serge Ibaka. You got Serge Ibaka. You got the other dude, man, who always coming at LeBron. I can't remember his name. So there's so many talented players, man. Chris Paul. And in fact, Chris Paul was actually the guy that helped turn that team around, in my opinion, because once they got Chris Paul, in my opinion, taught Shai Gilgeous-Alexander how to win. He showed him what winning looks like. He taught him his competitive nature. And, was that in Looney? Was that in Chung? Like, to me, Chris Paul, his fingerprints are still on that OKC team. Pause. Enes Kanter, thank you, Brock. Fell with Enes Kanter. And that's when, I think Russell Westbrook was getting like 20 rebounds a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Getting 20 rebounds a game or some shit like that. So there's no correct way to do it. The best thing you could do if you're the Pelicans, Kevin Martin, who was an all-star caliber player. Kevin Martin used to be a fucking killer in Houston, dog. I just couldn't stand the Pelicans or the Hornets at that time playing against that dude. It's like that dude never missed. Hated that guy. But yeah, so much talent passes through some of these rosters, and they still don't get it right. Whereas if you're the Pelicans, you're a small market team, you're not a desirable free agent market, the best thing you could do is have tradable salary. And the Pelicans have a ton of tradable salary and all their own picks. Now, one issue they might run into is that there aren't like a lot of like disgruntled superstar players available for you to go get. Like that's the part that kind of is shitty, because it ain't like a few years ago where you had like DeMarcus Cousins is available and Damian Lillard is available and not LeBron, but you know, and the Luka thing kind of came out of nowhere. So not those type of guys, but you know, even if James Harden is available, like we're not in that arena. We're not in that timeline right now. What you got available is a bunch of guys who may have underperformed, right? And a bunch of like on the cusp of being good type players. Guys like Cat who were available. Rudy Gobert, Spider, Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell going to be available again soon, to be honest. But guys like that, right? You don't have the creme de la creme necessarily available right now. So that being the case, if you're the Pelicans, you got to look at guys who got upside, who may be on the cusp of something big. That's why if you're me, I wouldn't necessarily advocate for trading Trey Murphy unless you got a great deal. But I wouldn't advocate for trading him because realistically, who would I buy with that contract? There's no one really for me to buy with Trey Murphy. There's no superstar type player available, right? And also, with assets, the assets don't really do the Pelicans much good. That's something that I try to what's the word I'm looking for? What's the highlight? That's something I just try to highlight, because if you're the Pelicans, you've had assets before, you got assets now. What good has it really done you? Nothing. Because you're still not going to be a desirable market. You need tradable salary to go get good players. And also, I don't think the city or this team could really financially survive a classic tear down rebuild. So I think you talking about keeping guys who are on good contracts and kind of looking to get rid of mostly everybody else and bring in talent. I don't think you're looking at a traditional teardown, in my opinion. So look, let me answer some of y'all questions. My bad. Michael Morgan said I had a feeling though, Chaz, because in the offseason team was pushing Trey as the guy. But here's the thing though with Trey. Hey man, it's like Ric Flair used to say, to beat the man, you got to beat the man. You're Trey. You gotta be more consistent. You're not really living up to that standard you put on yourself, to be honest. Whoa, what up, Trey? Chris Gray say Jaden Ivey. Ivey's an interesting guy because again, Troy Weaver drafted him. He's due for a contract that he may not get with the Pistons because the Pistons, they're going to get to a point where they got to go big game hunting and got to get that next player that they think going to put them over the edge. They're rapidly approaching that. It's kind of like what the Rockets did. Like, yeah, you're accelerating your timeline to the point where if it don't work, it's going, you didn't probably significantly damage your timeline depending on what you gave up. Luckily for the Rockets, they didn't really give up much because, oh boy, Kevin Durant's, whatchamacallit, his value had decreased so much. But if you the Pelicans, you really can't afford to do no traditional teardown. I'm just trying to be realistic. Like, I take all of the, when I'm talking about just logic and shit like that, I try to take all the emotion out of the equation. New Orleans can't survive a traditional teardown and rebuild. They just can't. Let's see here. My bad. Get to some more of y'all questions. Chris Gray say, Chaz, do you think Fierce could emulate his offseason game around SGA using his shiftiness and speed to get to the hoop or stripe? His pull-up game, too, could get an assist out of advantages created. I don't know if Fierce's game, anything could happen, but I don't know if Fierce's game is going to be catered around IQ necessarily. I think Fierce is going to be kind of like a runaway bull freight train type player. You know what I'm saying? Kind of more in the mold of Russell Westbrook with less athleticism because he's a strong rebounder. Whereas SGA, his IQ is so high. He got crazy wingspan. He's real shifty. And, his motor not crazy. He just got good conditioning, but his motor not crazy. He's not like a coast-to-coast type guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he'll be able to emulate that necessarily. That was a nice finish right there by McGowan's. Hold up, man. I'm waiting on this damn thing to refresh so I can get y'all to play-by-play. There we go. All right. So, hold on. Let me get some more of these questions. Good shit, Fizz. Coast to coast, big dog. Good shit. Coast to coast, big dog. Let me see. What would Corey say? What would a Zion Williamson to Chicago Bull trades look like? Who are you adding in the deal? Who are you adding in the deal? Are you adding another team? Whoa, what up, my dog? Who would I want from Chicago? Probably. I still think the Zion deal is a deal you do in the offseason, honestly. But it can't be Ayo because Ayo due for a contract extension. And he's like a six-man, to be honest. It can't be Vucevic. Like, I don't think Chicago would be a good deal unless you add in a third team. And even then, it's like, it depends on your goal. Like, if your goal, to me, I wouldn't use Zion's contract to go buy someone. I wouldn't try to trade him for just a first or some scraps or nothing like that. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna add some salary to this guy, and I'm trying to go buy him a motherfucker. Like, if Devin Booker decide I want out, I'm trying to go trade for Devin Booker. If somebody else say I want out, I'm trying to use that contract with added salary like Herb to go buy. In my opinion, Denzel say, Lee say, do we still have a future pick from Milwaukee? Yes, they have the 27 pick. I know it's protected. I think it's top. If it lands in the top 4, the Pelicans, if I'm not mistaken, if it lands in the top 4, the Pelicans keep their pick and the Milwaukee pick. If it lands out of the top 4 in 27, I think the pick goes to Atlanta. If it lands outside the top 4, I think the pick goes to Atlanta. Let me see. Hold up. The arena. Denzel say the arena suck. They don't invest in it. Miami opened their arena around the same time. It still look brand new. Going to be there Saturday night. K-City is beautiful. Yeah, I think the arena reflects a lot of things with New Orleans. Sadly, just Louisiana in general. To be honest, it's tough. It's tough. I don't know, bro. I think Louisiana is like fucking Cuba. You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint of it's classic, and you got that classic culture and beauty aesthetic, but everyone isn't attracted to that. Like in Cuba, you know, they got the old cars, but a motherfucker might want a Ferrari. Whereas in New Orleans, it's like, you know, it's an old car and it's cool. An old car classic is cool, but a motherfucker might want a Ferrari every once in a while. And that's the issue with New Orleans and the Smoothie King Arena. Ain't no clubs really. It's just kind of tough. It's just kind of tough to attract people, especially to a losing organization. Say, what's up, bro? How you doing tonight? How was your birthday yesterday? Oh, man, shout out to you, Jade. It was cool, bro. It was cool. Real mellow. It's hard to do much on a Wednesday. So, I'm trying to do more things this weekend. Went to one of my favorite restaurants out here in an area called Greenbelt. So, I'm going to try to do more on the weekend, though. Let me see. Come on, man. I thought that might have been a motherfucking goaltender on Rudy, to be honest. Whoa, what up, D? Let me see. Chris Gray said trade. What Denzel say Fizz is more Monte Ellis than SGA. I think I agree with that. If we talking about apples to apples, I would say he's more Monte than SGA at this stage in his career. Chris Gray said trade any two of Herb, DM, Poole, Bay, get a good pick this year, build around Fizz, DQ, and Trey. Hold on to Zion until he has value, won't stunt your growth, but will still sell tickets. You know what, Chris Gray? It's funny you say that. For me, I would try to keep Saddiq Bey because Saddiq Bey's contract is so low that it's kind of tough to trade him because you would probably be trading him for maybe a protected first or Jesus Christ, ain't nobody gonna box out or nothing. A protected first or potentially like a couple seconds because the money's so little. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be tougher to trade Saddiq Bey than people anticipate. Whoa, what up, Cam? What up with you, E? I'm good, brother. I'm just chilling. Trying to get this W tonight. Trying to get this W, man. You say, my dog say Pelicans have to tear it down. They can't afford to try to bring in another star. Draft and play the young guys with a better coach. People still support a young, fun product, but we are not supporting no more hype. You know, man, I would hope so, to be honest, but just... Like, for example, check this out, right? Even right now, right? This is your two rookies are playing right now. Your two rookies are playing. Trey is there, and you got the coach that a lot of the fan base wanted. And the arena's still empty. Football season over. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday. The arena's still empty. The Pelicans gonna need to be good for people to come and support the team, in my opinion. And the fact that they ain't good, you can't really afford to. I just don't think you can afford to tear it down. Because even though I like Fizz and I like Queen, I'm not building around Fizz and Queen. I just ain't gonna lie. I just ain't gonna lie because I just can't do it. Not at this stage. I would need to see more to build around Fizz and Queen. I would need to see a little bit more, specifically from Queen. Let me see. Yo, what up, Cam? Let me see. Pels win today. I think it's possible. It's the reason I say it's hard with the Queen thing because just like it's difficult at times to watch Zion's effort and his motor. The thing with Derek Queen is his offense at this stage and how he's being used is not compensating for his lack of motor and defense. Like it's just right now it ain't there. Yeah, he's a rookie, but how he's being used, the peaks and valleys are just too crazy right now. The valleys are really, really wild right now to see. A lot of that could be usage, but I think you still in the same situation where you need a center. You need a center next to Derek Queen. And, of course, you need shooting. That's why I'm not necessarily advocating for just trading Trey Murphy because I'm going to spend most of my time looking for another player like Trey Murphy that can give you some shooting. You know, it's just kind of tough. Let me say, hold on, my bad. Say Sadiq does compliment Queen Affairs game. Sadiq's 3-point shooting kind of took a hit this year. I was hoping he could kind of round the turn with that. Say Bay going to get a nice bag in the offseason. I think his contract is 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me look at Sadiq Bey contract. Because I'm pretty sure Sadiq Bey ain't got like no player option or nothing like that. If he got a player option, then that changes my perspective. But if he on a regular contract, then it don't really matter what happens with him this offseason. Because, I mean, you can extend him. But if he got let me see. If he got a player contract or not. No. Nah, Sadiq Bey is expiring next season. Right? So you got plenty of time with Sadiq Bey. You can extend them, or you could try to do a sign and trade in the offseason. But even then, whoa, what's that in the LP? Like, even then, with from the sign and trade standpoint, Sadiq Bey makes so little money, you could probably, like, maybe in the offseason, again, you could attach him to Herb or something and put a package together and see if you can go get, like, some really good picks or go get, like, some talent. But he makes so little money, I just don't really see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't see the point necessarily. But he probably get a nice contract extension this offseason. But again, what does that look like in today's NBA? Good shot right there, JQ. I mean, Hawk. What does that contract extension look like in today's NBA? Because to me, now his contract extension, he probably gonna get about $12 million a year, something like that, 10 to 12 million a year. He not gonna get nothing super crazy because them days is over. Whereas a few years ago, he might have got 20 fucking million. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on how the league rounds out, because you still got not marquee guys, but you still big shot right there by Fierce. You still got guys like Cam Thomas in the offseason. They got a team option with Kuminga, if I'm not mistaken. You got some like guys who are still gonna be free agents. Liam said, I don't know. I feel like you can get some nice pieces to complement them. Yeah, I think you can. I just think it depends on what the goal is, right? Like, for example, if you think that Derek Queen is going to be Sengun by next year, or he has an outlook of a multi-all-star Sengun type player, then maybe you try to just build around him a little bit, but yet and still, the Rockets ain't even built around Sengun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this offseason, they went from building around Amen Thompson to trading Jalen Green for Kevin Durant, because they just like, all right, we got to accelerate this. Like, you know, we got too many pieces. We got to consolidate and accelerate this. Like, but if you the Pelicans, Queen ain't really showing himself to be that guy just yet. So, you know, in the event that, you know, he not that guy, now you talking about tanking for years. Damn, Trey, you got to finish some of these and ones. That was a good foul by Dante, but still, you got to finish through that contact. I just don't know. I'm a Derek Queen fan, but I still think I need to see him next to a center. I need to see him next to a center like Walker Kessler, wink, wink, and with some more shooting. And I need to see the ball in his hands at the top of the key, dog. Like, that's the thing that's still bothering me. The ball just not in his hands enough. D. Farrell said, with the Saints being garbage, the Pelicans had a chance to capture the city's attention the last 2 years, and they pissed it away. Yeah, absolutely. It's just, it's been so many things. Like the Pelicans, for one, they always hurt. They play a boring brand of basketball. And, you know, one of the most exciting shots in the NBA is the three-point shot. And the Pelicans never shoot enough threes. So it's just, they got so many things working against them. Jeffrey Williams said, am I crazy, but is Hawks playing better, shooting better under Borrego than Willie Green? I don't want to say you crazy, Jeffrey, but I kind of just see the same Hawkins, to be honest, though. Like, I'm not saying you crazy, but I think we kind of just seeing the same Hawkins. Yeah, I just saw Carlo go out there, man. I hope they give Carlo a look. It's funny you said that, though, Jeff, because of course it ain't Hawkins' fault that he was matched up against Julius Randle, who's really good, but Julius Randle just got an and one on Hawk. It's just crazy, like, when his name is called, it's like bad stuff happen. Like this guy here. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Mondo said, man, I'm not putting no ceiling on these guys. Yet let them grow. That was the problem with Zion crowning him without pushing towards improving his game. Lee Sanderson said, which center do you think makes the most sense next to Queen? Honestly, I really think, I know y'all probably tired of hearing this guy name, dog, but Walker Kessler, dog. Walker Kessler was fucking a massive human being. He can defend the rim. He can shoot a corner three. He can rebound like a dog. And he won't really cost you nothing right now because he coming off an injury and he needs a contract extension. So I think Walker Kessler, I would be like, yo, let me, you know what's happening. And Troy Weaver is a fan of bigs, pause. So he don't mind, you know, going out there and getting another one or quote unquote paying a premium for one. Let me see. Game Osborne saying, whoa, what's up, Chaz? What up, Chad? I see your son playing tonight. Yeah, man. I hope Carlo can continue the run he was on, man. I hope Carlo can continue the run he was on. That's why, god damn, can we get some and ones out here? Shit. See, my dog, that's another thing with Sadiq Bey. Just like with Sadiq Bey, Walker Kessler and don't make no money. He don't make enough money to trade for him. I think he make like what, $4 million or some shit like that. So you would have to trade, you would have to trade like Hawkins in the first for him or something like that, or Hawkins in a swap. The reason I say that is because the Jazz, in my opinion, the Jazz gonna start tanking at some point because they still OKC pick. So the pick is top 8 protected. So they gonna pull the plug at some point, the Jazz. And with Walker Kessler, show every year his value going down because the time to trade Walker Kessler was last year when you could have got 2 firsts for him. Now he got that season-ending shoulder injury and he a restricted free agent. They're gonna have to move off of him. They're going to have to move off of them. You say solution, trade Kessler and Lowry for Zion and whoever. You see? Hey, I'm down with it. I don't mind that at all. You could do, Zion and Herb for Kessler and Lowry. I'll do that. Damn, I'm trying to think, though. And then you try to, maybe you move DeJounte in the offseason. That'll be an interesting team. That would be an interesting team. Here's Liam say, try to keep, and shout out to my dog Game Osborne, always in the building, man. Appreciate you, dog. Here's Liam say, try to keep Babe and try probably Babe for finance, get picks, find a true PG, move Fairs to the 2, unless you get a true PG, Fairs at the 2, Peeve at the 1, Bay at the 4, Queen at the 5. Whoa, what up, two-time Gemini? On their way, Chad, what's happening? Nah, he tried to dunk in that first Dante foul. When Dante fouled him, Dante just fouled him really good, pause. To me, that's the thing that bothers me. If you're gonna foul a motherfucker, just like wrap him up. Like, don't let him continue to play. There go Carlo! Carlo back! He's back! I told y'all! My motherfucking son is back for sure. Yes, indeed. And he got a rebound on the other end. Let's go, Carlo. Oh, Fizz, too much dip on your chip there, Fizz. He tried to go back-to-back alleys. Too much dip on your chip there, my dog. Goddamn, Carlo. Goddamn, Fizz. Too much dip on your chip. See, we got to slow it down and run some sets, man. You got to slow it down and run some sets. Two-time Gemini said, can we chuck in a first-round pick for Zion? Oh, you mean from the Jazz? Can we get a first from the Jazz in exchange for Zion? I don't think so, my dog. Nah, if you getting Lowry and Kessler, even with that shoulder injury, Kessler's so young, and his contract probably still not going to be that bad. Let me see. Hold up, my bad. Zeke, what's up, my dog? He say, God damn, bro. See, you see how Utah... I'll say Utah. You see how Minnesota getting these and ones? That's because they got upper body strength. The Pelicans just can't finish through contact this season. It's terrible, dog. Game Osborne, you say Hawk need to get in the gym. Yeah. See, that's the thing with guys like, even with Nikhil, right? With Nikhil, Hawkins, and even like a guy like Malik Beasley, those role player type guys, it take years for them to really find a niche and develop. So it's like with Hawkins, it's like you ain't really got that many years because his peak ain't really that high. It's just tough. I think that was really a bad draft that year. What Zeke say was that in the chat? I'm a grub. Send Trey out with Zion. Keep Herb for now. And oh fuck the Clippers. I'm trying to understand though. What if I send Trey? Why am I keeping Herb in that scenario? Though, like that's why I didn't watch the Grub show, but it like was that his thing? Am I keeping Herb to recoup his value? Like why? I mean, repair his value. I don't know, dog. I just don't understand the Herb thing. I don't understand the Herb thing. Zion for Vucevic? Nah, Vucevic way too old. My dog. I like Vucevic, but Vucevic way too old. I wanted Vucevic this offseason, but he having a cool season. He just too old at this stage. Let's see. Clinton say, damn, Chaz, I can't even argue Trey Zion no more. I'm still a fan, but it's almost a decade now. Sad. Clinton said, you know what? I think, whoa, what a ride. One thing people do, not saying you, Clinton, because it's still, no matter how you slice it, it's still almost a decade because he got drafted in, 99? But people like, it's year 7. It's year 7. It's only, season, I'm saying only, but it's like, season 5 or season 6? And that's just a weird, like, thing that kind of gets me sometimes. When people talk about the Pelicans, like, just generally, like, it's year 7. Like, no, it ain't. It's season 6. Like, because the seasons and shit just get crazy. Like, the mix-up get a little crazy. Justin say that all the time. I'd be like, no, it's not, Justin. He say that all the time. But is a trade in the beginning of a deal. Yeah, but the thing is, when you look at the Pelicans' shortcoming, wait a minute. Zeke, I hope you lying, Zeke. Don't tell me Grubb said that. He said keep Herb around to have a vet. A vet of what? How many vets you need if the team ain't good? What the fuck Herb gonna do? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know. To me, that's the issue when you actually like players, right? Like, or you're a fan of like certain players, because it's like, yeah, I like him, he cool, but how does that help contribute to winning? Like, what has Herb done this season? There's no disrespect to Herb, but what has Herb done this season that's been the beacon of maturity and like positivity that can help, contribute to a winning organization? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Rod say, hold on, my bad. Liam say, I think they're gonna try to send Voos out. Z is younger, and the Chicago front office seems like they think they can fix him. Plus, Voos is expiring. I don't know. See, I don't know, because I didn't necessarily interpret that tweet like with Brett Siegel and Dodson. Shout out to Dodson and Brett, but I interpret their tweets as like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this like not sourced necessarily. I think it's more so like, oh, this would make sense type tweets. I don't think they're necessarily reporting. You know what I'm saying? I think, oh, like, yeah, that would make sense. I would expect Chicago to do that, or I would expect X, Y. Like more like I would expect things to go this way versus I've been told things are going to go this way. All right, I've seen enough Hawkins. Jeffrey, you had to mention Hawkins. Not Hawkins looking terrible. That's why you can't compliment certain guys. You compliment them and it's over. Let me say, Mondal say, in terms of play, he is on 7 because he missed a full year. LP said, I got some insider info. Trey wants out. I think everybody want out, if I'm being honest with you. At the end of the day, like, losing is hard on like everyone's morale. Even the people who are like regular employees, it's hard on their morale too. You got a lot of employees that are actually leaving as well. They're actually leaving as well. Like regular ass employees, they're like, all right, this is enough. Like we can't keep losing like this. And motherfuckers probably ain't really making no money neither, dog. The Pelicans cheap. They probably paying people in high sausage sandwiches and shit. Like nobody, ain't even D&D high sausage. They, Whoa, what up, Dang? He said, goddamn, it's empty in there tonight. That's what we want. Hey, and you know what's crazy? I'm telling y'all, man, the NBA not going to just keep sitting idle, letting the Pelicans run amok like this, like Pelicans ownership, because it's going to get to a point where the NBA like, all right, y'all got to do something different because we can't keep having We can't keep wasting one of our franchises in New Orleans. So y'all gonna have to do something different. You're gonna get to the point where the NBA start getting involved, y'all. I'm telling you. If they not involved already. My bad. Say I forgot. Wait, Zeke said I forgot the way he phrased it, but he made it sound like you probably can't get nothing for Herb. I disagree. I disagree with that. I think I disagree with that assessment just because you probably get less for him, but I don't think you was getting that much this offseason. Really, like, bro, I kept saying this offseason, like, even during the shows, I was like, you got to look at the Nets and how the Nets handled the Royce O'Neal situation. It's, to me, Herb is not like Mikal Bridges, the way you're going to end up getting 4 first no matter what. With Royce O'Neal went from being worth a first, and the Nets wanted 2 firsts. Then he was worth a protected first. The Nets wanted an unprotected first. Then he ended up getting traded for 3 fucking seconds. You know what I'm saying? And he's an older player. You can't keep holding on to these older guys, you know, and expect shit to really improve because you've probably already seen the best of Herb. You know, Here's Liam he said to keep him because it's fairly cheap contract and he can show. What the fuck does that mean, bro? Like, what a winning effort? He ain't never won. He ain't never done nothing. What does that mean? Like, say what a winning effort looks like. This is crazy to me. This is crazy, dog. I mean, look, we all entitled to our own opinions. That just don't make no motherfucking sense to me, period, whatsoever. Like, how Herb, like, what? Like, do we think Herb Udonis Haslam? And not only that, it's not a fucking cheap contract no more. It's not. It's not a cheap contract. It was a cheap contract before the extension. Now he's overpaid. Because you got motherfuckers who not really in the league no more that can do what Herb do. Like, it's not, no. You got motherfuckers like Matisse Thybulle out there. Like, you got people, you got Micah Peavy on the roster. No, what are we talking about? No, that shit is dead. Fuck no. I don't know. I don't get it, dog. I don't get it. I don't get it. Man, you gotta cut these hoes off sometime. I'm not calling Herb no hoe. I'm speaking generally. I'm saying, like, dog, when you hit on a role player that gets to a point where, all right, it's time for me to sell high on this motherfucker, especially if they ain't got no upside. Like, I could see if you thought Herb had some untapped upside, he was like 25, something like that. Herb gonna be 30 when that new contract kick in. He gonna be 29, turning 30, I believe. What the fuck? $20 million for that on a bad team? You can't pay a motherfucker that type of money on a bad team. You can't pay a role player that type of high level money on a bad team. He would have to be like a Rudy Gobert level defender. Like, God damn, I don't know, bro. I can't, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Let me say, get all these bums out. We've been losing for years. Air Jordan, yeah, he got, I ain't gonna lie. Jordan Hawkins need to patent that motherfucking air ball per game. This is ridiculous. My dog said NBA sent Joe tied to the NBA home ball. Yeah, he probably is. Joe probably like, what the fuck is this? Like, he probably is a little confused. H. Bizzle, what's happening, my dog? He said, do you think Joe Dumars is the star of the league stepping in? I can see that. But he also just had a relationship with Gail and Mickey Loomis. That's why, like, with James Borrego and Joe Dumars, it's hard to have a lot of empathy and sympathy for them because they campaign for these jobs. And when you campaign for jobs, sometimes you get elected. So once you get elected, it's on you to fix the motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's hard to have so much empathy for them because they both got the job through like some dirty practices. Like, shout out to James Borrego. I'm just saying, when it came to you, you knew the situation you was in. You ain't say, nah, I'm good. I don't want the job. I want an opportunity, to run things with a healthy roster somewhere else. I'll pass on the interim position. Because teams pass all the time. I mean, like, coaches pass all the time on interim promotions. You could have passed. You didn't pass because you wanted the job. So now it's on you. Joe Dumars, you could have said no. You advocated for that job. And now you got it. It's on you to fix the shit. Rod say, I think the Warriors would take on Herb if they didn't have cap issues. Yeah, it still would be tough to trade for Kuminga. That's another thing, because it would have to be a situation where it's Herb and Hawkins and Jose. I don't know, some people probably like, hey, that ain't no problem, but yet and still, it like financially, if you're the Pelicans, you don't want to end up in the tax, and you like, damn, that's a lot for Kuminga. I probably would need a first back from the Warriors, to be honest. I probably would need a first back from the Warriors. Game, I just want to say Bill Kennedy will make sure the Pelicans never win a game he referenced. Say PV is a better value. The fact, you know what, Lee, what's crazy is, let's say you're wrong, right? Just hypothetically speaking, I don't believe you're wrong, but let's say you were wrong. The fact that that's a realistic, debatable discussion tells you everything you need to know. That tells you everything you need to know. Shout out to my dog, Michael Morgan. He said, am I tripping, or the rooks better than the vets? Now, I don't think the rooks are better than the vets, Michael Morgan. But again, like what Lee said, the fact that that's a real question that you can ask tells you everything you need to know. Just the fact that that's a real question tell you everything you need to know. Rod said Dre and Jimmy were just complaining about defense and shit in the media. Now, the thing that hurts you with Herb, though, is like, thank you, Game Osborne. Shout out to everybody, man. If y'all could take a second to hit that like button, that would be awesome, man. Appreciate the love, brother. The thing about Herb is, again, Herb been hurt. He been injured. But they would love to get Jose and Herb. Even if Jose and Herb ain't playing good defense this year, the idea of those players are still strong. So a lot of times you got to sell the idea of a player, in my opinion. Like, even with Zion, somebody going to take a chance on Zion, because they're going to be like, well, it's the Pelicans. The Pelicans the problem. Jordan Poole always played. Then he got to the Pelicans. He never played. Brandon Ingram healthy this year now that he got away from the Pelicans. Nickeil Alexander-Walker look good. Jackson Hayes still in the NBA. Dyson Daniels look good. Everybody going to blame the Pelicans. He just going to blame the Pelicans. Jesus Christ, Queen. Oh, man. See... Yeah, I don't know, though. This I don't know. This half-court offense just look crazy to me. Seriously. Some guys say it's better to be liked than good, I guess. Yeah, in some instances it is. Because it's all about relationships at the end of the day. They ain't say, yo, what the F with Poole? I swear he should be back weeks ago. He should have been back at least 1 week ago, in my opinion. So, because I don't even understand what the fuck going on. He got cleared about 12 days ago, and I don't even think he's practiced yet. If he has practiced, it's probably been one time. They really need an audit. I hope the NBA really need to investigate the Pelicans' medical practices. They really need to investigate that, because it's like some Donald Sterling type shit going on, in my opinion, dog. Like, it's no way that all these Iron Men type players come here and immediately start getting hurt. To me, that's bullshit. That reeks of a systemic issue, in my opinion. Say the Wolves probably take her. I wish the Wolves had something good to offer. Denzel see these old seats in the arena trigger me. Rebrand the Voodoo logo and units, make the seats black. You know, it's so weird, because like I told y'all, I've seen some of the I have a big shot by Jose. Great pass right there by what's his name? McGowan's. Great pass by McGowan's. I've seen some of the like comps, like jersey comps, when people want like some of the new uniform like proposals, and they get shut down a lot. And my question is, how Queen's so bad rebounding? It's kind of wild, to be honest. It's kind of wild, dog. Like I don't know. Queen just can't jump at all. He really can't jump. He really cannot jump. It's kind of wild. Slim South say, what's happening, Chaz? Fear's name says it all. Zero Fear, boy, the dog. Oh yeah, he got the dog in him. He like to talk shit. He got a very high confidence level, and he got thrown right into the fire early, for better or worse. So you know he taking his lumps like a man. B-Low, what's happening? He said, could we get Kobe White and Giddey for Zion? I think you could, but the issue is Kobe, I think, is due for a new contract as well. So, and Kobe be balling, so he gonna want some bread. And now you in a situation where if you could get Chicago to take, it's tough. If you can get Chicago to take DeJounte back, then it might make more sense. Like you do a sign and trade. It's just kind of tough, dog. It really is tough. because you get in a situation where you got way too many guards right now, and all of these guards deserve to play when healthy. So it's kind of tough. You're gonna have to. Whoa, what's that in 504? You're gonna have to clear some of that backcourt. Say walking through the arena corridors remind me of Mankind in the boiler room. Oh man, I wish I had a motherfucking sock in here. Hold on, let me see. I got paper towel. This motherfucker be like, oh, Undertaker with my friend. Like, man, this shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. It's just this look like we in like old Las Vegas. Dog, what is wrong with the? Nah, dog. Hold up, bro. I gotta watch the replay on this one. What the fuck just happened here? Great contest right there by Derrick Queen. No one boxes out. Easy offensive. Oh my god. Like, Pelicans need a real center, dog. Pelicans need a fucking center. For real. Thank you, my dog Zeke. He said, make sure y'all hit that like button. Zeke in the building with that 2-piece. Thank you, brother. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Malik said we need to start piping in crowd noise. This is depressing. Bring out the COVID tarps at this point. Yeah, they need to turn the motherfucking lights down like WWE do. Like, we got a sold out house. And the Pelicans been doing that for years, dog. Like, we sold out tonight. And you be in this bitch like, hello? What are they talking about? Crazy fucking echo. Is totally empty. That was bad, Jose. Dane said, who has the sort of player, I guess you mean who is the sort of player that can match Zion's salary coming back in the trade? It's tough to say, man, because it don't gotta be one player. It could be multiple players, like multiple mid-level salary guys. I think it had to be a team like the Nets, honestly. The Nets got a lot of picks. They got a lot of like guys that they just drafted. I think it had to be the Nets. I think it had to be a team like the Nets, to where, like, you know, they still want to be kind of high profile. They're in a high profile market. They took a chance on Ben Simmons. And they drafted so many weird players. Like, didn't they have 4 draft picks in the first round or some shit? And they drafted everybody. They just did so much weird shit that I think they'll be like, y'all want Igor Denham? Like, not really, but okay. I think it'll be some shit like that. My dog said I damn near sat the courtside one game last season. I kept moving down from my seat. Oh yeah, nobody cares. It's usually only people be caring is like the old black ladies. Like, you see your ticket, old black church usher ladies. Nobody be giving a fuck. You might get some fucking shots up or something. You might go out there and get some shots up. It's terrible, dog. It's terrible. The presentation's awful. At least Anova say Zion has zero value right now. I think, you know what though, Lee? That's my perspective if you're looking to sell. If you're looking to buy, though, you're talking about a $30 million contract that's damn near and expiring. Well, almost $40 million contract that's like damn near expiring. So if you're looking to buy and you want to add some salary to that, then I think you can make something happen, honestly. God damn, dog. That's why I don't understand, bro. Like, what is this half-court offense? What is this half-court offense? We not running no, like, what is the offense? Like, I don't know, dog. That's why I don't know, bro. I just don't know. You got motherfucking Kendrick Perkins in the building. You know why Perkins in the building? Perkins undercover investigating. But dog, you know how crazy this is? Wait, yo, think about this, right? Think about how backwards the Pelicans' logic is. Right? You got Kendrick Perkins, who said crazy things about the organization. He didn't just say bad things about Zion. He talked about your entire organization. He's been talking about the organization for years. You not only have him at the game, you had him doing play like introductions at one point, and you about to have him on a live feed. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Like, it's just nonsensical, dog. Like, I don't. The Pelicans as an organization just so like this illogical. Like, they just so dumb. Why would you have? That's like having me on the motherfucking live feed. Damn near. They're like, you might as well get me. It's gonna cost you, but you might as well get me. You see, Dane say Grubb thinks Zion won't get a pick because we can waive him. Is it won't get a pick? Oh, you mean will get a pick? We can waive him. Isn't that attractive to a nigga tender though? He can waive him if not working out. Work the first round. I don't know how valuable. I don't know. I don't know, bro. To me, I don't. I think people just approaching it wrong. I wouldn't be looking to sell Zion's contract away. I would be looking to buy someone good with Zion's contract. I would be going to the Suns or somebody like that, or just anybody with a potentially disgruntled superstar and being like, yo, I got this guy and I got Herb Jones and I got a first for you. What you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I would be approaching it like that. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, you said Perk about the Dragos on ESPN tomorrow. Pals out. We must say, yeah, I was in the building down there. Them people showed me love. What they need to do is they need to start promoting more, giving these rookies a chance. I played in the league. I was with that organization. Like, man, shut up. Fuck out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. Out of here. Say, bro, Edwards still below 10. Yeah. Pelicans, see, that's the thing with this equal opportunity offense, bro. They get ahead of themselves and everybody start taking bad shots. See, bro, you know what get me, though? Like, what really gets me, and it's almost insulting. It's almost insulting, right? Oh, good shit, Carlo. That boy dunked over 2 motherfuckers just now. Shout out to Carlo. It's almost insulting. Anybody who's ever had any like type of affiliation with New Orleans or with the team, they really just consider their word. It's like, bro, that's like, you might, why stop at Kendrick Perkins? Go ask Jameer Nelson how he feels. Get Boogie Cousins on the show because he was actually a real, Carlo back-to-back dunks. Great find right there on that pass. Like, you might as well just get everyone who's ever had any type of association with the organization and bring them in and have them talk to the team. Get Tony Allen. Get everybody. Because you got, no disrespect to Perk, but you got this mushmouth motherfucker on now. He had a cup of coffee in New Orleans, right? You got this motherfucker out here. Yeah, we definitely been missing Carlo with that coast-to-coast energy. Eve's still out the game. Hell of a finish through contact trade. Now, that should have been a fucking and one that he ain't get. But yeah, let me see. Hold on, bro. Let me see what this dude's saying, man. Dog. This man don't know nothing. This man here, man, he gonna continue to improve. He not backing down. He won't bow down. He's 18 years old. Like, he don't know nothing. Don't know anything. Don't know a fucking thing. This dude crazy, dog. Bruh, this is a major motherfucking waste of time, my dog. What is this man talking about, bruh? What is this brother talking about? Hold on, dog. This is are y'all hearing this? Are y'all hearing this? What this man talking about? Yeah, he is sweating like a motherfucker. He's sitting down sweating. It might be hot in that bitch though. I don't know. Okay. All right, dog. Like this is one of them segments. This is one of them segments that they could have skipped. Like, cause I don't understand. I would much rather. I don't know. Hold on. This is crazy. Right. Oh. God damn, we getting offensive boards. We just not executing. We not fucking executing. Damn, we had back-to-back missed fucking threes. We battling on the boards, though. Good pass. Ah, we got to finish some of these fucking three-point plays, man. God damn. This is. God damn. You said all that black spray dripping off. Say I was about Rich Dollars. I was about to ask why Kenny Perkins on the broadcast. It don't make no sense. Oh my God. This man just said he played with a big motor. He a dog, and also it's his mentality. This motherfucker found a way to say the same thing 3 different times. I gotta mute the game, y'all. I gotta mute the game. I'm no longer interested. This is a motherfucking charade. I don't understand this whatsoever. He must have been in town for Bayou Classic and just stayed over or something. Cause this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Why is everybody say who on? Yeah, look, you know what's funny, LP? Whoever that is behind Antonio Daniels, he laughing and shit like he really in the conversation. He acting like he in the conversation for real. 6'1" black, yeah, like he really like like he's a part of the conversation. Like, brother, you not in the conversation. Like, what are you doing? He really acting like he nodding and shit. Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the same thing I told him. Like, come on, bro. You know what's wild though, bro? It's funny Perk here, cause this is the only national coverage this team gonna be getting for a while. At least a paid endorsement, probably so. He said it is not. Like, it's not crazy. It is not crazy to have him on hand after his statement on Zion. I think it's, a couple years ago, he was talking crazy about the organization as a whole. That's why, to me, it's like mind-blowing. You could, if you really, look, at the end of the day, Zion is still on the team. If you was going to go this far with the disrespect, oh, nice finish right there by Queen. If you was going to go this far with the disrespect, you might as well brought Stephen A. Smith on here. Because at least with Stephen A. Smith, you would have got some real national coverage. You would have went viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? You would have had some real shit to talk about. But Stephen A. Smith probably busy. Stephen A. Smith probably busy. Come on, y'all. We need to fucking stop here, all right? We got to stop. You say Perk probably feel bad because he see the potential our team has. Perk is a funny guy, man. Perk is a funny guy. I don't understand. Well, you know, I got my theory on why Perk is on ESPN, but I just don't understand. Like, maybe they trying to make him like the next Charles Barkley or something. It's just weird. Say Dale Dem should walk up and give Perk that check for $57 he owes him for riding the Pelicans bench. Oh yeah, look. And that's the thing too. This motherfucker, I know Dale Demps in that motherfucking building, smiling ear to ear. Dale Demps like, you dirty bitches. Oh, great find right there by Queen. Great find by Fairs over there to Queen. Say, because if I'm Zion, this must mean Zion is out. Because if I'm Zion, I'm outraged by this. I don't think Zion give a fuck, to be honest, black as you. I think Zion probably high right now on life. He's probably high on life right now. And he probably looking at like this bitch ass. And he might be looking like that, but they probably smiled and dabbed each other off or some shit. But it is kind of like damn. But if I was ownership, I would be upset because Perk talked about ownership like a dog. But see, that's the whole shit right there though. Because how you gonna realistically hate on Ross or somebody like that? And you got Perk sitting there on the TV broadcast. Now you look like a hypocrite. Yeah, he had the game, H-Bizzle. Saw still say Perk in the house. Yeah. Now, if they bring Perk back after this motherfucking commercial break, I'm going to know something crazy happening here. Because this don't make no sense whatsoever. It already don't make no sense. That's really not going to make no damn sense. Because for all that, if we, like, come on. You said the Spaces got Perk feeling brand. Yeah, Perk acting like he an extension of the fan base now. He think, yeah, you know, because we all are one. Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You was never under no bridge eating no fish like you said. What are you talking about? See, that's Joe Dumars' work. You said Joe Dumars a whole ass goofy. Damn, you think, you know, mine dog, I don't know if they even ran it past Joe. It's probably Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is the public relations guy. It could just be him. But it's random as the fuck. I'm trying to understand how you don't got, I'm trying to understand why you don't got, like, Master P there. I'm trying to say, I don't know why you don't got Master P there. You said this is a Troy Weaver move. Y'all think so? What would be the purpose in y'all opinion? What would be the purpose in y'all opinion? If y'all think the call coming from inside the house, in y'all opinion, what would be the goal? Like, cause it ain't too much more you can alienate the motherfucker. He said, I know for a fact, Dennis don't like Perk. Dennis? Who's Dennis? This man's still here. Oh my God. This man's still here after the break. What is this man? This is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, Dennis Lauscher. Oh, wow. Wow. Then this probably, it could be Matt Ryan. It could be Matt Ryan doing it. Because Matt Ryan handles all the public relations and shit like that. You say y'all heard that Joe try to bait Perk into getting into Zion when he mentioned that Ant plays so much minutes and doesn't get tired. I think I did see that. I mean, I did hear him kind of mention that. And that's when Perk said, he's got a mold and he a dog. I did hear that. I'm like, look, man, just make it plain. I hate all like the subliminals and shit. Just make the shit plain. It's only so much motherfucker really gonna do. Just make it plain. Just make it plain at the end of the day. I haven't listened to much of the broadcast this year, of course, because I've been here, talking with y'all. But I'm like, just make the shit plain. I don't like the whole ass subliminals. What is he? Wait, I think Perk trying to put a positive light on the team and make Zion look bad. You think so, Sausto? Louis say ever since the allegations of y'all think it's rigged. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think a large part of it is Louis, because I said this before, dog. Look, if I go into a store, right, and I get caught stealing out the store, right? That's just the time you caught me. I done stole out this bitch buku times. I done stole out this motherfucker plenty of times. That's just the time you done caught me, right? I think that's something, when you look at with the NBA and how deep the rabbit hole goes with that shit is, my dog says I ain't stepped at a new Kawhi, Uncle Dennis minus being a dog and the chips. Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Shout out to what's his dad name? Lee. I ain't gonna lie, they do a lot of cool community shit. I don't know what Kawhi and his uncle do. I'm sure they do their own thing too. But Zion and Lee, they do a lot of cool like community shit. Very generous people. Say, Lil Derek say, any of y'all seen that dude in person at the game that's always yelling behind Joe and AD over the broadcast? Yeah, anybody y'all seen homie with the hat that's behind AD and Joe at the game? Say, do the Times pick a use to the newspaper? I'm trying to buy a front page ad. Malik, I don't think so. I know online the website is behind a paywall now. A lot of the times, it's behind a paywall. I think that's something. It's funny because Tom Benson initially had an issue with that. He initially was like, "Yo, we want the newspaper to be 7 days a week." At one point, and now they kind of not doing it. And the advocate is all but gone, right? Black Joe, you say you think it's your a lot? Know your chop. I don't know what the hell Perk doing here. Say, bro, DQ and Fizz 2-man games is only gonna get better the way they playing already. I hope so, man. Hopefully we get some more sets where they actually involved with one another, because I just, it seemed like they struggling to find, not them, but it seemed like the coaching staff struggling to go back to what works often, like early and often. You see something that's working, man, let's try to manipulate that time and time again. Like that's not fade to black on that shit. Look at Coach DeAndre Jordan. Oh, there you go right there. Yo, McGowan's having a hell of a fucking game. McGowan's is having a hell of a game. Anyone else hate Bill Kennedy? He cares about going viral more than officiating. Chad, you know what? He's a bad look for the league, honestly. He is a very bad look for the league, because he remind me of, was it Joey Crawford? He remind me of Joey Crawford from the standpoint of, like, yo, you look like something weird is happening here. Like, he like this. we decided that it's a foul on the floor, but wait a minute now, but he traveled first. Like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, man, get your ass out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, I definitely think he got some funny shit going on. I ain't gonna lie, it looked bad. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm listening to Ant Edwards right now. Hold up. I mean, not Ant. I'm listening to Antonio Daniels. Oh my God, this is awful. I ain't gonna lie, this is awful. This is fucking awful. Say, why does Fizz and McGowan have more shots than Trey? It's an equal opportunity offense, man. That's the thing about Fizz. You know, you got to reel him in a little bit, and you got to you need to kind of make him run the offense a little bit. If you're gonna have him out there as the table setter, it's like, yo, you need to set the table a little bit more. Kind of need to set the table, bruh. That was a bad tech to pick up. Yo, so I asked y'all this before. Now it's been a few games. How do y'all feel about all of the arguing and the fake fights at the end of the game with Jeremiah Fears? How do y'all feel about the complaints from Queen and the arguing and the fake fights from Jeremiah Fears? How do y'all feel about that? Somebody said, oh, y'all talking about shit. Lil Derek says, should CP3 come back? See, it's funny because Chris Paul hate New Orleans. Like Chris Paul really does hate New Orleans. And, just to keep it $1, right? But also, he said he not retired just yet. So he probably end up going to the Lakers or some shit on like a 1 year, non-guaranteed deal. I don't see an avenue for him to get back to New Orleans though. At least not this season, because the Pelicans don't have an open roster spot. What the fuck was that, dog? Oh my God, bro. Three Pelicans bought a basketball twice and we give up 2 offensive boards. There's no motor, dog. Like, the motors on this team are just so bad. God damn, bro. What are we doing here? But, yeah, they gave that role to DeAndre Jordan, right? I think Chris Paul would have been best suited for that role. But they ultimately ended up giving that role to DeAndre Jordan, giving him a guaranteed contract for $3 million. If I'm not mistaken, DeAndre Jordan, the highest paid motherfucker on the coaching staff. Oh my God. That was a good foul by Conley, but shit. If I'm not mistaken, he the highest paid guy on the coaching staff right now. And DeAndre Jordan, I do wish they would have held off a little bit for that though. Because realistically, look, just because you see a motherfucker coaching someone up or giving advice, that don't necessarily mean that the advice is being applied or that you're not gonna necessarily see the results all the time. I'm not saying what DeAndre Jordan doing is wrong. What I am saying is giving him a guaranteed contract kind of minimizes or it offsets some of that effect, because now you can't bring in more shooting on a free agent minimal contract. You can't bring in another just end of the roster type guy that can give you some rebounding like a Bol or something like that. DeAndre Jordan might never play again this season, like ever. He might never play again this season, and he got a guaranteed fucking contract just because you want to hire him as a coach. Told y'all last game, and I said it on the show, to me, DeAndre Jordan is the first official coaching hire by Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver. I think he gonna replace like Jaron Collins or some shit like that. He might replace Jaron Collins, in my opinion. I think Jaron Collins was ahead of the defense for a long time. Yeah, we do match up well against the T-Wolves, 6-Ward Black. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think, man, I would have loved to see a series between the T-Wolves and this man really stayed the entire first half. This is insane. That dude in the back, dog, that black dude in the back, he gotta be related he gotta be related to look, yo, he going hard. Look, he touching Perkins and everything. This man gotta be related to somebody. Man, who people is this? Look, he touching motherfuckers and yo, who people is this, dog? Whose mans is this, dog? Whose mans is this? Whose mans is this, dog? Homie going fall. He got his motherfucker. Look, that's a motherfucker go to the buffet and pull his chair up to the buffet. He pulled his seat up to the buffet. He wilding out. He is wilding out. He going fall. Yeah, what security at? Like, what the fuck is this? You say, Lil Derek 15 say, why CP always stunting like he clueless while he get booed and shit instead of just saying, I don't rock with them like that. Because, you know, CP a old backstabbing motherfucker. Like, to me, it's a reason why CP ain't never really, if y'all notice, not only do CP, he get fired from everywhere, but people generally don't like Chris Paul. Like, people, you never really hear anyone say, oh, Chris Paul, he's one of the nicest guys in the league. It's always some type of insult. Like, it's always his fake ass. You know, it's never nothing complimentary being said about Chris Paul. And to me, that kind of goes to show you people don't really fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying? For better or worse. Not saying that that's the right thing, but people just don't seem to really fuck with him like that for whatever reason. For whatever reason, you know? Oh, let me see something, man. I was trying to show y'all something. If it'll let me do it, it might not let me do it though. Hold up. Nah, dang, I should have did it beforehand. I should have did the shit beforehand. Let me see. Yeah, CP a politician. CP a politician. He a politician. Whoa, what up, Dad? What up with you? He said, man, gotta get. Oh yeah, he definitely getting his money work. He asked him up. He drawing plays and shit on the sideline. He is going hard in the paint. That boy. Then he got buku jewels on. He got all this jewelry on, all this gold on. He just wilding out. He came straight from the Bacchus parade. Let me see. That's Joe nephew. You know, it might be. It might be that's Joe nephew Tyrone Myers. Like he going hard in the paint. He going hard in the paint. I don't know if I've ever seen a motherfucker stunt like that though. He going hard. He like, all right, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Like, man, you fucking touching me. What's wrong with you, man? Let me see. Hold on. What's the first day people can get traded? The Sauce though, December 15th. But with the Pelicans, it's most likely to linger into January and February because Herb can't be traded till January if they're gonna end up trading Herb. That's an if, right? Hold on, man. My bad. Say Willie wanted CP3 here, but he don't like Jose and at the time and BI. See, that's the thing. I'm like, why am I? For one, he wanted to see Chris Paul here so he can wipe his tears and shit. It's fuck Chris Paul don't fuck with New Orleans, dog. Like it just is what it is. You know, it's tough to accept for a lot of people because it's like, damn, how you don't fuck with us? We've been through the trenches with you. He just don't fuck with New Orleans, dog. Like that's just how it is, seemingly. That's how, for better or worse, you know what I'm saying? For better or worse. Siswar Black said he used to go to New Home Church when he played with us. He was cool and down to earth. Yeah, he probably is. He probably was like a real solid brother. And then I remember, what was it? Like, who did he get traded to initially? The Clippers. He went out of, every time he played New Orleans, it ain't just him playing. He go out of his way to like disrespect. Then he always bringing New Orleans up. Like, oh man, you know, I wanted to stay there. Bro, it was like 10 years ago. Stop talking about us like that. Like, just leave it alone. You keep mentioning us. No, it was what? Almost 15 years ago. Stop mentioning us, man. Let the wounds heal. Stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up. See, I'm surprised they don't make the new guy to interact with the fans during the time. Oh yeah, look, that would be cool. Give him a job. He said that Big Swole behind Joel and AD on. Big Swole from No Limit, Big Swole. They would say Foul Football say Chris used to stay up in the Club Republic 09, 08, 10. Yeah, see Chris Paul, man, you got some great memories with Chris Paul. Great memories. The only issue is that you're at a point in Chris's career. See, when you can be annoying when you're good at what you do. When you good or great at what you do, like Chris Paul was great at what he did, you can annoy motherfuckers all day. Because it's leading to wins. You're great. You're incredible. You're arguably the greatest point guard in the last 15, 20 years. Like, arguably. Yeah, you're arguably the greatest point guard in the last 20 years. If someone said that, no one would like be like, get the fuck out of it. You know, people wouldn't disrespect it like that. But when you fall off, boy, when you fall off, it'd be a steep decline. Sometimes it'd be a steep decline. B-Lo said, what about Zion for Morant? Same kind of situation. Well, the contract situation with Ja is a little bit different. I think Ja got more years, and Ja contract is a little more guaranteed. Then you got the fares equation that ties into it, like, because I don't think Ja and Fares could play together at all. So I don't know. It would be interesting. I would like to go younger and cheaper if I could in that situation, or go with someone with a more versatile skill set, someone that can, you know, kind of contribute from behind the arc and has a little more upside. Chad said AD going to get the guy moved eventually. Probably so. He probably being cool about the shit, but they gonna change the rules and be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, man. We can't sit nobody behind players no more. I'm sorry. Damn, dog, the Warriors, look, a 20-point lead ain't what it used to be, especially not in the first quarter. But the Warriors are up 1 right now versus the 76ers with less than a minute left in the game. The Warriors were down 20 in the first quarter. Again, 20-point lead ain't what it used to be, especially, you know, in today's NBA. But that's fucking crazy to get walked down like that. They're another team. They got a real shitty situation going on. Like, you got Paul George. His contract is fucking nuts. You got the Joel Embiid situation. I don't know how many years he really got left. You got, who else they got over there? You got Kelly Oubre. He need a new contract. It's wild, bro. It's wild. Dave will kind of say, when you think they trade Zion, I think in the offseason. Yeah, I do think Zion been crazy. I feel bad for both of them, for their bodies kind of betraying them, you know, in instances. But, man, it's crazy. Like, that's why I think the NBA in trouble, dog. Because the NBA not producing no box office superstars no more like they was at one time. The NBA just don't have a lot of them motherfuckers right now. It's crazy. Ant is really the Ant and Spider to a lesser degree. Let me see. Let's see. Hold up. My bad. Wait. We say that 504, but I think once either of them move, they will have a dominant season. Yeah, I do think guys also need new. They need sometimes. It's like being with your old lady. Like you see, like, or like chicks, right? For example, you know how like a dude might move on. He might get him another girl. And, you know, a bitch be stalking and lurking your page. Your ex stalking and lurking your page and shit. The bitch seeing you, now you buying flowers for your new girl. You know, you got pictures with the stepkids and you cooking breakfast for her birthday. You know, your ex gonna be like, that motherfucker, he ain't do none of that with me. Sometimes you just need to change the scenery. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a change of scenery, or sometimes you might have not felt that your ex was that special. Now you with this new person and you feel like it's special. You know what I'm saying? You feel like now I'm away from certain vices. You know what I'm saying? It's a new environment. I get a fresh start. I get to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm getting older, so I can go through my catharsis as a man and realize my mistakes. A lot of the time, people change in new environments. Not all of the time, but a lot of the time. And sometimes when people go to a new environment, it's the worst thing that ever happened to them. That's another issue. Like, for example, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard went to a new environment. It was the worst thing that happened to him. Worst thing that happened to him. Who else was another person that something like that happened? DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan left Toronto. Worst thing that ever happened to him. LaMarcus Aldridge. Worst thing ever happened to him. Sometimes, you know, the grass ain't always greener on the other side, but you get to a point where it's worth trying. It's worth trying. You say LeBron looking old, this might really be it. I think, you know, I think it's pretty interesting that LeBron ain't get questioned about Damon Jones. Y'all don't think that's interesting? How like that story is just like out of the news cycle now. And now that LeBron is being made available for media and questions, he's still not getting hit with those questions. Like, yo, man, now that I got you here, I'm glad I caught you. Let me ask you something. what's up with your man's da 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 da? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? Like, it's crazy that, you know, that story. And look, you heard it here first. I told y'all about this a long time ago. With Maverick Carter allegedly got caught up with illegal gambling, and that story just died. Story just got totally buried, right? What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't snitching. I'm just saying it's interesting. That's all I'm saying. Say, hold up. My bad. 504 boy say, I bet he also didn't get questioned about them PEDs and belt. Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. That's all I'll say. It's very, very interesting. But I still respect the shit out of LeBron. I think LeBron's incredible. I think LeBron is a role model. He's a good guy. I ain't trying to get my channel taken down. I worked hard for this channel. H. Mitchell said if the reporter wants to keep their media access, they won't. Oh, yeah. Look, especially, boy, it's a dirty game. The media game is so dirty, dog. Like, yeah, boy, I'm telling y'all, it is cutthroat. It is motherfucking cutthroat. For real. Let me see, say LeBron saw the rabbi, bro, he made. No disrespect, of course. Oh, yeah, you talking about when he was playing that song and he had to go apologize? I do remember that. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to know if the Timberwolves are getting aggressively questioned. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm sure someone is looking into the Pelicans also from the standpoint of, yo, what is happening with y'all injuries and what is happening with y'all arena? I'm sure the league is interested in that to some degree. Like, I don't know to what degree, but I do think it's pretty interesting that you got someone from the league office in the building now, right? For one, you got historic injury issues, and you can't sell no motherfucking tickets. So something is afoot here. Chris Gray say, Chaz, what's your WWE Mount Rushmore? You got Eddie, the Dudley Boys, and Goldberg? You got Goldberg on your WWE Mount Rushmore? That's interesting. My WWE Mount Rushmore would have to be Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker. And that last spot is where it gets tough. Because you can say Brock. You can say Shawn Michaels. You say Bret Hart. You can say John Cena. You can say, like, it's so many people you could put in that third spot. I think The Rock, Stone Cold, and Undertaker. Oh, Hulk Hogan, of course. You can say a lot of people because the reason I say those three, if I'm just doing culture, if I'm talking about people who help push the culture of WWE forward, it's going to be The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, and Hulk Hogan, right? If you're talking about people that I actually like enjoyed watching, Hulk Hogan coming off the list. And I'm probably going to put, man, because I would never really know John Cena fan. Who would I put? I was more of an Eddie fan than John Cena, honestly. Brock. It had to be Brock Lesnar. It got to be Brock Lesnar. Because it had to be Brock Lesnar, dog. It got to be Brock. Mick Foley? Well, who you got? Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind. He definitely put on. The Hardys changed the culture too. JK, the Hardys is a great one. The Hardys changed the culture too. Everybody wanted to be Jeff Hardy. Everybody wanted to be a Hardy. Moneybag Swipe is I work at Rouse's, man. The Pelicans giving us unbelievable deals on the games. That's how bad the attendance is. Yeah, bro. Like this offseason, behind the scenes, people was telling us like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, it's like pre-Katrina bad right now. The attendance is like pre-Katrina bad, bro. Like that 2003 year with J.R. Smith and them. Oh, Kurt Angle, Edge. My God. Yo, it would mess me up. Every time Edge was having like a big run, Edge always got hurt, dog. Like I remember when Edge and Rey Mysterio was like the tag team champions and he got hurt. And I didn't really understand, I was a kid, so I didn't understand wrestling. I was like, what? Oh man, he's out. They breaking the tag team up. I didn't realize he was hurt in real life. You got Chris Jericho. Kurt Angle was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Kurt Angle, bar for bar, is one of the most skilled wrestlers in history. I hated how they used him when he came back. Like, even when they put him in the Shield, it's like, man, y'all underutilizing Kurt. Booker T a bad man. I wish Booker T would have got a more of a run with when he had the Intercontinental title. Viscera, Big Daddy V, Chris Gray, you might just be naming people. You talking about Viscera, Big Daddy V. Rest in peace to Viscera, aka Mabel, aka Big Daddy V. But yo, do y'all remember that motherfucking Mark Henry Hall of Pain run? Do y'all remember that Mark Henry Hall of Pain run? Oh my God. That shit was cold. That shit was fire. That Mark Henry Hall of Pain run, boy, that shit was fire. For real, for real. That Mark Henry Hall of Pain run was fire, dog. I thought Mark Henry, I didn't think Mark Henry was gonna ever lose the belt. And who he ended up losing it to? He ended up losing it to fucking Big Show or something stupid. Like, that shit sucked. Doink the Clown. Razor Ramon was cool too. I used to like Razor Ramon. Which ones have the best intro music? I think you gotta say The Rock. To me, it's The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels had the best intro music. Cause Shawn Michaels shit was crazy because it's like he's singing and he actually got words. Like, cause a lot of people shit didn't have words. But The Rock shit had words. Then you got the Wolfpack, NWO. Psycho Sid, aka Sid Vicious. Say, dog, I remember when I seen that boy really hurt before too. Yeah, like, you know what? I used to like Edge when he did, he had a DDT he used to do called like the Execution. I used to like that move too. I hate when a motherfucker got a cold move and they take the move away. And they gave with my dog Bobby Lashley that weak ass Master Lock Full Nelson. Like, man, come on, man. I ain't seen no motherfucking Full Nelson, man. Make this motherfucker slam somebody through the ground. That's always been my issue with Bobby Lashley. I'm a big Bobby Lashley fan, but they never made Bobby Lashley look like he can just break a motherfucking neck. He was always big, but he never looked as strong or as strong as John Cena. Oh yeah, the first Rey Mysterio shit was fly. The who that jumping out the sky or EY Mysterio. Here we go. That shit was fly. Look, yo, we talking about wrestling and shit. People probably like, what is y'all talking about? I think we can win the third quarter. They won the last game. In the first quarter, they only lost a couple. I mean, the prior game, they only lost a couple. You say Sting? You think Sting had the best intro? Or you saying Sting on the Mount Rushmore? Yeah. Nakamura, his shit cold too. I like AJ Styles too. AJ Styles. I wish I would have saw AJ Styles when he was young, dog. I really wish I would have saw AJ Styles when he was young. You say, what the fuck was that glitching, Chaz? What happened? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, Rob Van Dam shit was crazy too. Rob Van Dam had the best frog splash in Rob Van Dam had the best frog splash to me. Shout out to Eddie Guerrero, no disrespect, but Rob Van Dam had the best frog splash. Edge to have the Impaler. Let me see, New Jack theme. I don't know if I remember New Jack theme. Whoa, what up, B Thomas? Shout out to you. Can y'all see me? Y'all can hear me? Can y'all see me? See, I made Bobby Lashley on SmackDown versus Raw before he was available. Man, that first Bobby Lashley run was cold too. That first Bobby Lashley run was cold. Legion of Doom was a good one. Yeah, RVD was younger. RVD was younger and he was Cock Diesel. Harlem Heat had a cold thing. Harlem Heat and Booker T had the same theme though. Wait, New Jack theme was Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube? Yo, that's one of Ice Cube coldest songs, bro. Chaz, when I'm gonna upload more music to YouTube, I got something I'm dropping now. I told Mind Dog about this a while ago, this song. I never put it out. It's called Outlaw. I'm gonna upload it soon, man. I'm gonna upload it soon on the DSPs. That way it's available everywhere. I got a couple like songs just sitting there. It's just tough to upload the music because you gotta go out and then you gotta film the videos. You gotta spend money on the marketing and promotion and shit like that. But I'm trying to get back on it, like on my job now that I got the channel kind of running. And I also got a couple more shows coming on this channel. Me and Lito, I got a verse from Lito, 504. I got a verse from Lito. I'm the one fucking up. I ain't even record my shit yet, but I do have a verse from Lito. You say, where the Willie Green diss track? Yeah, yo, I don't want to kick the man while he down. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here no more. I'm trying to stall him out. Ken Shamrock was good. They fucked up with Ken Shamrock and WWE though. He was a part of what, the corporation? He was a part of the corporation. You say Crime Time, JCD and Shad? Yo. I think that's what it was. Let me see. Hold on. But yo, Natural Born Killers was the shit. I gotta go back and watch New Jack intro though. That was my shit. Terror illustrates my era. Am I illa? Am I realer? Can I illa? Then a natural born killer. That's my shit. That's my shit. My dog said get back to your music. I got to, dog. I got to. I'm back writing. Again, I'm filming. If y'all see this hoodie, I'm doing this boxer movie right now. We writing and filming that. So I'm just juggling a lot of things right now. Pause. Scott Steiner, his shit was cold too. Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Not when he was with his brother though. D-Lo, yeah, D-Lo, that motherfucking neck roll. How is he doing that? D-Lo was cold too. D-Lo had a crazy move set. Diamond Dallas Page, yeah, bang. It's me. It's DDP. Diamond Dallas Page was cold too. They fucked up Diamond Dallas Page though when they brought him to WWE. It seemed like that happened a lot, honestly. A lot of them dudes, they didn't survive the move over after like Invasion. It just didn't work for everybody. Good shit, Queen. I hate calling this man Queen. Good shit, DQ. Hold on, my bad. Let me get to some of y'all questions, man. I actually talked to Stevie Ray a couple times from Harlem Heat. I was supposed to get Booker T, his homeboy, hit me up. I don't know if y'all saw. I did the episode. Come on, we ain't got nobody guarding down the middle of the fucking lane. Yo, Moneybag Q, Austin Reeves. Every time I click on that game to check the score, Austin Reeves got another motherfucking foul. Every time I check on the game, Moneybag swipe, Austin Reeves at the free throw line. But Austin Reeves was balling this year. He said, I got to get back making my music. I hope I can get a new keyboard. My bass guitar. Yo, you play the bass? That's dope, man. I tried to learn the keyboard, but yo, that motherfucking bass is some shit. I didn't start appreciating the bass until I started really listening to Prince. And then it was like crazy. But yeah, man, me and my dog, we could definitely do something. Me, my dog, Lido, my dog, Space African Jesus who be in here, or Silver Fox. Man, we got a lot of talented people in this state, man. We start putting our shit out there. Let me see. Yeah, Samoa Joe was cold. He didn't really get a fair shot neither when he was in WWE. Say, guys, we won. That's one bad season away from being out the league. Don't want to come here. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, J. Cal. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Oh, nah, I didn't know that, my dog. I didn't know that. Tag me and tag me on one of your pages. Tag me on your B page, on your B channel. Make sure you tag me. Or shoot me the link. Taz. Yo, I heard. Man, they say Taz was like a chump. They say, like in real life, they say Taz was a chump. Say RVD smacked the piss out Taz. I know y'all heard about that, right? When RVD walked up to Taz and told Taz, yo, pick a hand. And Taz was like, what you talking about? And he slapped the piss out Taz. Boy, RVD would have never been able to sleep again. Slapping me like that. Yo, you crazy? I'd have been that. Boy, RVD, you wouldn't have been safe nowhere in the world. You would not have been safe nowhere in the motherfucking world. Putting your motherfucking hands on me. Are you crazy? In front of people at that? You gonna slap me in front of people? No, somebody got to go. Hell no. Yeah, man. Rob Van Dam was crazy, dog. Rob Van Dam, you gotta think. We see Rob Van Dam old now. And Rob Van Dam, he be smoking that weed. But back in the day, Rob Van Dam was fucking diesel. Rob Van Dam walk up to you, slap the piss out you. We get that surfer boy, that surfer dude shit. That dude crazy. Dude, slap the fuck out. Dude, slap the fuck out the ass. I was like, oh no, boy. I'd have picked up that motherfucking 2x4 and beat the piss out of RVD. Put your motherfucking hands on me. Yeah, Rolling Thunder was cold. Rolling Thunder and he tossed the chair, do the spinning back kick and kick the chair. That shit was cold too. Thank you, B. Thomas, for that 20 piece, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to everybody in the building. So, all right, the Pelicans up 2. Pelicans up 2 in the third. They battling. We ain't seen Ant come alive yet. Raven was cold. Raven, they say Raven was fucking with that smack. That's why Raven couldn't really get it together, but Raven was nice. But yeah, man, I really was trying to get Booker T on the show. I did a show recently about my dog. You might remember this show. When I did the show about Booker T and Swerve. Oh, big shot right there by Trey. And Swerve Strickland, one of Booker T people reached out to me. They were like, yo, from Reality of Wrestling. They was like, yo, we want to holler at you, man. Let's do something. And we tried to do it, but it was right before WrestleMania. So it was like, all right, we gonna talk after WrestleMania, and I never reached back out really, and we just never made it happen. Never made it happen. The Van Daminator, that was what it was called. Say some of us WWE stories back in the day, I couldn't make it because I would have had to shut whatever city we was in down playing with me and any. Oh yeah, boy, you listen to Teddy Long stories, you like Teddy, you a survivor, cause I boy, Teddy, you a survivor, cause there ain't nowhere in the world. I'd have been that motherfucker like Ron Simmons. Fuck that. Oh man, appreciate you, Chris Great, man. Y'all helping me get through the season, dog. Cause I do not be motivated to watch no badass team. But y'all rocking with y'all, man. That helped me get through it. Yo, you know, Iron Man Johnson and Ron Simmons, they just squashed their beef and made up, man. I was happy to see that. Man. Iron Man Johnson and Ron Simmons. Y'all know Iron Man Johnson and Stevie Ray, they came into wrestling together as well. They used to be security guards together in Houston. Oh yeah, I remember Umaga. Umaga's death anniversary just passed not too long ago. Mike Awesome. I remember Mike Awesome. He I ain't like when they changed him to like the WCW like disco type guy. I ain't like that. WCW had too many wrestlers. They ain't know what to do with them. All right, we need a bucket right here. Ow! Coast the motherfucking coast! Fuck out of here. This dude McGowan's is fucking balling, y'all. This dude McGowan's is balling. And Spike Dudley stay out there sometimes. Spike Dudley probably went back to teaching. Y'all know Spike Dudley used to be a teacher, huh? Oh, he's like, I think he used to teach Theodore Shakespeare. Awesome Bomb, I remember that. 3-minute warning, I remember that. Rosie and Umaga. Say, yo, Chaz, ever seen Australian rules football? You got to check it out. Not, bro, AFL shit's hard and unique. I'm going to check it out. And it's just, what is this called, AFL? I'll definitely look into it. I need something new to watch right now. Anyway, with the Pelicans. Goldust. Yeah, Dustin Rhodes was a bad motherfucker. His moveset was crazy. Y'all remember when Goldust tattooed Razor Ramon's name on his chest? You're like, what the fuck is that? But y'all going too far. The 90s was crazy. I don't know how, like, people who, like older people who was, like, around in the 90s, I don't really know how y'all survived some of that shit with WWE. Because I be going back and watching shit, like my brother had all kind of old films and shit. And now you got the apps and YouTube, so you can go back and watch. But I don't know how y'all really survived some of that shit, because some of that shit was wild. Jim Cornette. Oh, yeah, Jim Cornette's hilarious. Like, it's a fucking hayrube out there. You son of a bitch. Vince Russo. Well, his piss-eating ass. He comes out and tells me, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I said, well, you son of a bitch. That makes two of us. That's how Jim Cornette be sounding. He funny, though. He is funny. Umaga was Rosie. I think Rosie was the one with the hurricane. Chad said build around McGowan's. McGowan's looking good, though. Yeah, Umaga. I think Umaga, yeah, it's Rikishi brother. Rikishi, wow. Rikishi think his sons are like, he think all his sons got the Rock potential. He was like, why aren't they getting a push? I'm like, what? Damn, how much of a push you want him to get, Rikishi? Like, he think all his sons got the Rock potential. Rikishi, wow. He said the Lakers trying to get Herb. I'm not sure. I think it would make some sense on their end, but I don't know who they would realistically give up for Herb. Because the Lakers are not going to be bad. Unless something happened to Luka, the Lakers really don't got no shot at being bad. So I don't know what a value they can really give up. Oh, he did go back to teaching. He came out with 3D for their last match. Oh, okay, he did go back to teaching. You say, I'm surprised Miss Elizabeth not in the WWE Hall of Fame. Well, shit, China not either. Well, I guess we know why China not, but China not either. I'm surprised by that. Some people was mad Michelle McCool got in the Hall of Fame. Yokozuna, I remember Yokozuna. So are they, Ethan, what up, Ethan? He said, are they actually shopping Zion around? I don't know about shopping, because I think Dotson had contributed to that article, and he kind of came out and not necessarily clarified that, but he kind of reworded it. I think he was saying they're more open to listening to offers for Zion, but I think they've been open to listening for offers for everybody this entire time. So I don't really know how much of like breaking news it is. You know what I'm saying? So remember Rick Rude? We were beefing with people. They put an old lady face in wrestling pants. We would gyrate. I remember Rick Rude. That's when them steroids was heavy. Motherfuckers shredded like Rambo 2. Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Big Boss Man, $1 Million Man. Yep, I remember all them. I thought $1 Million Man's son would be doing his thing. H Bizzle said, "You ever heard wrestling stories about Haku?" Yeah, everybody say Haku could fight in real life, and they say he would use that death grip in real life. Yeah, the British Bulldog. He another person. They kind of gave his son a shot, and it didn't really work out. But I remember him. Dubs World says, "Their chance they cut Zion for cap space. How do you feel about the idea, Chance?" I don't necessarily like the idea. I don't like the idea from the standpoint of, if you're the Pelicans, what you gonna do with cap space? Like, I mean, if you can say, "Whoa, what up, Shane? Whoa, what up, P. Fowler? How you doing, sister?" If you're the Pelicans, I don't really know what you're doing with cap space, because you're not gonna be able to sign free agents really, unless you overpay. Or maybe you can do trades to absorb salary for like assets, but yet and still it would have to fit into that space. And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't necessarily see how you get better by doing that. Like, I don't see how you acquire talent. That's a better way to say that. I don't see how you acquire talent by doing that. Because if you're the Pelicans and you know you're not going to be able to, like, you're not going to be able to sign free agents. You don't got no draft pick this year. The only way you're really going to be able to acquire talent is via trade. So if you give up tradable salary, I don't really know realistically how you go about replacing that tradable salary. I think they at the standpoint where no matter what the situation is, I think they need to go buy and acquire more talent, in my opinion. Let's see here. Say we need to start drafting all players from McGowan's mold, elite positional size, above average athlete, versatile skill set, in that order of importance. I think so as well. If you look at what OKC did, most of their builds are the same. A lot of those guys have the same exact build. Like, if you look at what's homie, Prometheus over there, aka Caruso. Caruso looked just like Prometheus. Caruso looked like too. He looked like Skeeter off Doug. He looked like a cartoon character, Skeeter. But if you look at Prometheus, aka Piccolo, aka Caruso, he don't look much different from Jalen Williams. And then you look at Kenny Hustle and all them guys. They got similar like build. Oh, thank you, Bo Big. I appreciate you, Big Dog, for that 10-piece. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate the birthday wishes, man. Thank you. God damn, Trey. If you Trey, you got to go into contact and look to get to the foul line. Brandon Williams said, "What player turned down playing in the NBA with the lack of funds team have? It beats playing in Europe." I don't think so, Brandon Williams, because you ain't just in Europe. You a star in Europe sometimes. Like, you ever seen the movie Love and Basketball? And when they be going to Europe and playing overseas, and, they getting a little more money, and they could be the belle of the ball in basketball. You could be motherfucking Marbury overseas. Whereas if you Matt Ryan right now, right? Would you rather make $1 million? No, let's say he making $3 million. Let's say, would you rather make $3 million to live in New Orleans, right? Or would you rather make $2 million and live in Dubai? That's like a real thing. It's fucked up, but that's a real thing. So Trey got to get that good charge though. Yeah, I would like to see. You got to play through contact. You got to play through contact. Good rebound right there by Derek Queen also. That's a real good rebound by Derek Queen. Your quality of life just as good, if not better than some. Yeah, that's another thing, and you playing against worse talent. You can be fucking Jimmy Fredette over there and get average 90 points a game. Oh, see, I like what Sadiq Bey did right there. Sadiq Bey recognized that they're in the bonus. Sadiq Bey recognized that they're in the bonus. He got to the free throw line. The Pelicans, way too often, they'll be in the fucking bonus, and they'll spend the rest of the quarter not getting to the line. This happens way too often. Way too often. Let's see here. Damn, we taking DQ out right now? He was balling right there. I hate to see him come out the game right there. So, yeah, stop drafting personalities and nice guys. Draft all cats who fit them. Yeah, you got to draft. Like, the Pelicans have struggled with the same issue for years, bro. The Pelicans don't have enough high-level athletes. high level athleticism. That don't mean that they got to be dumb players, like, you know, they just run, jump, and dunk. But you got to have high level athletes to contend and compete, because you need rebounding, you need shot blocking, you need wingspan to deter shots. You need real athletes. Oh, say we had a wrestling podcast going. But yeah, man, we can keep it going in the chat. We keep going in the chat. I'm gonna try to, like, when I do the come on, man. Damn, Carlo and Trey. God damn. CJ the God, don't bring his name up, because that motherfucker, he'll show up and show out like he did last game. Please don't let him rest. If he ain't doing nothing, let him rest, because he will show up and show out. Like last game, that motherfucker went crazy in the fourth and overtime. Yeah, the high level athletes always hurt. I mean, right now the best athletes on the team are Trey, Carlo, and Zion, and they all always hurt. Like it's hard to argue with that. They draft who can get the job done, not who will come in like it's carry. But yeah. See, I'll take less athleticism if it comes with elite size for that position. Yeah, like Edie, someone like Edie. Pelicans, Nola, what's happening with you, dog? Let's see here. Here comes Jose. Y'all pay attention. Oh, man. Good block, Carlo. Good block, Carlo. We got to extend this lead to 10. Got to extend this lead, man. Got to extend this lead. Oh, well, there goes the lead. It was fun while it lasted, I guess. It was fun while it lasted, y'all. Oh, my God. Trey... I blame Trey right there for that, because that's two defensive boards Trey let get away and led to scoring opportunities on the other end. That's 2 offensive boards Trey let get away that led to I think 5 points. So that was on Trey. It say Ethan say Jose checks in and there goes the lead. It happened almost immediately too. It like we was kind of joking about it, but it literally happened like immediately, damn near. It literally happened immediately. Like soon as he checked in, it was over. God damn, boy, the 76ers end up winning that game. Yo, that dude, dog, Jaylen Brown is playing out of his fucking mind right now, dog. Like, the Celtics look great. People talking about the Celtics tanking. I'm like, I don't know if I see that. Like, them dudes cold. Say we need another guard. Yeah, we need that. That's another thing. We really need a 2 guard. We really need a high level 2, bro. We need a high level 2. We need a high level 2 that can do, like, you know, kind of more of a do it all type guy. What's going on with Edwards? He probably just waiting on winning time, to be honest, my dog. He probably like, all right, let me stop playing around and turn this shit on and go win. That's probably really what it is. Not even joking. He probably just waiting on fucking winning time. Yeah, the Jose shit is kind of crazy. The fact that he just checks in and it's over. Like, I don't get it. I thought they should have kept Derek Queen out there, personally. Oh, he got 3 fouls. Who that, Ant? Got 3 fouls? Zach LaVine type guy. Well, I think a Zach LaVine type, maybe, but not Zach LaVine. Like, like this a type. Zach LaVine type, probably. Say, talking about wrestling, y'all remember Glow? I do remember Glow a little bit. The ladies on Saturdays, I wanted to be one of the lady wrestlers. P. Fowler, did you ever watch WOW, WOW Women of Wrestling? That shit used to come on like WGN when I was a kid. I was like, what is this? But he used to come on like 3 in the morning or something. The Ocean Tide, what up, fam? He said probably missed the comments on it, but man, Trey just ain't it for me right now when he tries to dribble and do too much. I think he having a pretty good game, honestly, Ocean Tide, but that handle got to improve. It got to get way more. I was about to say tighter pose. The handle just got to get sharper. That's my thing too with the entire team. It's just like, where are the improvement on the fundamentals? It's on the fundamentals: free throw shooting, rebounding, and dribbling. Like what? Strength and conditioning. That's why I think you got to empty this building personally. Beloso, if Jordan Poole would actually play, could definitely use him. Well, yeah, Jordan Poole would help a lot with the 3-point shooting and pretty much some of the things that we just named. Oh, WOW is on Tubi now. Wow, Tubi got all the content. I didn't know that was on there. When I was a little kid, man, I looked for any wrestling I could find. And they had a lady in WOW used to do the Stone Cold Stunner. I was like, oh shit, that just blew my mind. When you're a kid, you don't really know that like the ladies, they got ladies who wrestle for real, like Jazz. Like you got real female wrestlers out there. You ain't really know that. Say, what high-end young wing can we flip for Zion? Maybe Jalen Green, maybe. Maybe Jalen Green. High-end young wing. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Not sure. Yeah, Jose clicking, dog. I told you, Jose, one of them guys, bruh. You give him a rope, he think he a cowboy. You're gonna end up hanging from that motherfucker. Like he just do too much. Oh, big buckets right there. Great defense by PV. Big buckets by Hawkins. You think Ace Bailey? I don't think they would trade Ace Bailey for Zion. I don't think so. Not at this stage. I would do that deal though. I say fuck it. Let's just do it. Like, you know, give me. If I can get Walker, Kessler, and Ace right now for Zion, I'm doing it. Just off GP, I'm doing it. Just off fucking GP. I'm just doing it. I ain't gonna lie. I know a lot of people didn't like Ace, but I would do it. You say Trey Johnson? Trey Johnson out for the season, ain't he? I think, don't Trey Johnson got a hip injury? He out for the season or something? Ah, come on. Pick up the ball. Come on, Jose. Make the right pass, Jose. Ah, Trey. Ah, Trey. That was terrible. That was terrible. And that was a terrible ass fucking foul. God damn. Oh, Hawkins. What was the point there, Hawk? Ah, Hawk. You can't do that. Can't do that, Hawk. That was bad, Hawk. That was bad. That was bad decision making by Hawkins right there. I appreciate the effort, but that was bad decision making by Hawkins. I appreciate the effort, but that was bad. I appreciate the effort, but that was bad. That was a bad decision. Can't do that. That wasn't good. All right, hold up. My bad. Let's see. You said Chaz, who the high level 2 you think we need? You got a name? I don't really. For a high level 2 that might be available. Good defense right there, Hawk. Oh my God, Jose. Oh my God! Jose, goddamn. Oh, Jose, damn, bro. Oh my God, Jose. God damn, bro. Come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. That was bad, bro. That was bad, dog. God damn. The only person I can really think of would probably be Jalen Green, and he got crazy injury issues right now too with his hamstrings. In fact, he out for what, 4 to 6 weeks? You're not getting Devin Booker, I don't think. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to fix all the problems at once. You just got to address a problem. So if you could get some more wings, you probably could do that, or a wing with a little more versatility, wiggle to his game. You could probably do that. Like if Charlotte would take Zion for Brandon Miller, you might consider doing something like that. Like if they'll take Zion for Brandon Miller and Miles Bridges, you might consider doing some shit like that. Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges in a first. You might consider doing that. You say it's Jose. Good shot. Good shit, Carlo. You say is old shit Green Digger. Yeah, Green re-injured his hamstring. You say Fizz literally has to play all 48. Jose didn't hit some big shots. He just do a lot of goofy shit, but he didn't hit some big shots. He didn't hit some big shots tonight. He just do so much goofy shit. It just the Pelicans be hearing footsteps, dog. The Pelicans one of them teams that they hear footsteps like when they front running. You say Miller stay injured and he younger though. Yeah, Miller stay injured too. I ain't know what happened with him this year. I ain't know. He had a great rookie. Well, great might be strong. He had a good rookie year. Really good rookie year. But he just always hurt. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on. That's like, what's my man name? That's like Wemby. Wemby always hurt. Who else? Scoot Henderson hurt. It's just, dog, these players, like, I don't know what's happening with the NBA and their bodies. Like, they really got a serious issue going on, dog. So, well, your number 1 and 2 players, look, Wemby and Scoot, Brandon Miller and Wemby. That's 1, 2, 3. Wemby, Scoot, and Brandon Miller always hurt. That's literally 1, 2, 3 always hurt, right? Ja and RJ Barrett hurt right now. Zion always hurt. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, come on, man. This shit crazy. This shit is crazy, dog. Like, they got to do something about this because it's really getting to that point, dog, to where you're in dangerous waters. You at risk of not having no superstar caliber players for some years to come. You really at risk of that. You say the season just started, can't be the games. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, Garland too. Darius Garland always hurt. He hurt right now. The Cavaliers all fucked up right now, honestly. I'm trying to think who else who was like kind of high level guy that was hurt. Shit. Good shit, Carlo. Good shit, Carlo. See here, NBA players are just soft. Motherfuckers in the NFL be bringing bro. Nah, you know what, Dubs? Back in the day, I would have agreed with you, but the NFL players, they be fucked up too, dog. Cam Thomas would be a great, well, not great, that's a strong word. Rui with the game winner, dog. Rui Hachimura just hit a motherfucking game winner against Toronto. He just hit a game winner against Toronto. God damn. Dog, Brandon is tripping. Dog, Brandon is tripping. This is the second time a motherfucker that hit a big corner 3 in the left corner off of Brandon. Second time. Brandon, rotate. God damn, Brandon. My bad, y'all. I'm watching multiple games. That was a good foul right there on Rudy. That boy, dog, Rudy better go into acting when he done playing, because Rudy could be a motherfucking Bond villain. He could be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar versus Bruce Lee. God damn, Hawk! Come on, man. Take care of the fucking ball. My dog, you saw that shit? Yeah, bro. I wish we had Dylan Brooks, too. Dylan Brooks is a motherfucking culture setter, dog. Dylan Brooks is who people think Herb is. Dylan Brooks a culture setter. Bree, what's happening, Bree? Where you been hiding at? I didn't know you was up in here. What's happening with you? What's up, Bree? Say Laurie, Marcus, and Sabonis will get my pick. Will be my picks for Zion, since Zion and Utah say how they like that. But see, the fucked up thing low. The fucked up thing low is you gotta add more salary to get Laurie, which really not a problem, right? But you gotta add Herb to that deal. Or you might not have to. With Laurie making 49 this year, something like that, making like 49 this year. Say players didn't miss games back in the 80s and 90s. Maybe today's players need more cocaine. That might be what it is. That might be what it is. Maybe the players need a little bit of blow. Maybe they need a little bit of blow, because Clyde Drexler played 82 games a season. Maybe they need a little bit of blow. That might be what it is. Say we won the third again. Yeah. Well, we won it by 2, right, Chad? Am I mistaken? I said Hawkins a guard that literally can't dribble. Who drafts that player? It was some terrible evaluation. Bree said I was watching the South Carolina women's basketball game. Oh, for sure. Hey, you watching some good sports at least. Whoa, what up, X? What's up, fam? Paige Jean said, what's wrong with pool now? How long after you clear you can return? I don't think they had many practices. I think they had maybe 1 practice. I'm surprised Carlo just came right back tonight, honestly. And we still ain't really got an update on Herb. I think it's weird, dog, because if you watching Jordan Poole warm up before games, he can pretty much do a lot of stuff. JB, what's happening, fam? Say LeBron. Oh, yeah, LeBron. I saw LeBron hit 8, and somebody blocked his shot on the attempt. It might be time, LeBron. Grimes, they say LeBron dropped his double-digit scoring. It might be time. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It might be time, LeBron. I don't know. Shaq Dilla, what's happening, fam? Steve say, who gonna win? I got the Pelicans. The Pelicans gonna win. Pelicans are going to win tonight. Ethan, you say Messi. That's who you talking about trading? Yo, everybody, make sure y'all hit the like button for me, man. I appreciate everybody in here tuning in. We got to win, man. Let's get this W just for morale. D for real said Poole need to speak up. He might play next game. He might play next game. I think the Pelicans next like 5 fucking games, like 5 out of 6 are at home or something like that. Say LeBron Walsh, that's crazy to see. Yeah, man. Maybe he's still trying to get his legs under him, my dog, because he was out for a long time. Maybe he's still trying to get his legs under him, but it ain't looking good. It's looking like I think Paul Pierce probably had the best like end to his career. Because everybody else, because Paul Pierce at least went to the Wizards and started hitting big shots and shit. Everybody else is kind of just, when they fell off major. He said next game against the Nets, Poole need an easy game to come back to. Yeah, that would be nice. I think Cam Thomas still out too with his fucking hamstring. Sean says I'm doing a 360 Tomahawk Dam in pregame and sits out 4 more weeks. That's how it goes sometimes with this team, dog. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I say the medical staff gotta be allegedly they gotta be stealing people organs and shit. Whoa, what's happening, Ken? What's happening with you? Say just dropped a few dollars on the Pelicans. Let's go, man. Starting off right. Dante with a miss. Zion for Kuminga. Maybe if you did Zion for Kuminga, it would have to be Kuminga, Moody, and something else, I think, because the salary wouldn't necessarily work out. I would need a first too, though, because the only reason I say I would need a first also is because y'all ain't doing me no favor giving me Kuminga, because Kuminga don't want to be there. He not even fucking playing. It might be that. Well, Steph's still balling out, but it could be the end of the Warriors too, because Jimmy ain't really. Steph been hurt and Jimmy has not really been good. Not really been good. Say why is Jose still in the game? I don't understand. They probably gonna play fierce the entire time down the stretch. Long as oh my God, Jordan Hawkins. Oh my God, dog, Hawkins is crazy. Dog, did y'all see that just now? Did y'all see that? I like that he attacked and went into the contact, but god damn, that was wild. That was crazy. That looked fucking crazy. It looked. You know what's funny? If nobody was at the rim, he would have missed that shot. I think, and he missed the free throw. Like what did I just say? If nobody was there, he would have missed that shot. It's insane. You say Kuminga also has a lot of mental development need. Yeah, you know what's funny? With Jeremiah Fears' mentality and Jonathan Kuminga's mentality, I think it would be tough for them two to fit on the team together. But you got to find out. You say Draymond out a few weeks now? Oh, man. Yeah, they desperately need Herb. But you can't, the fucked up thing is you can't trade for Herb till fucking January. Like, that's the fucked up part. Say once Steph LeBron gone, what you think gonna happen? I think it's gonna be a lot of weight on Anthony Edwards' shoulders, though. And Tyrese Maxey. There's gonna be a lot of weight on Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Edwards' shoulders. Because Paolo, he hurt right now. Damn, that's another number 1 pick hurt. Paolo. It's gonna be tough, dog. It's gonna be tough. I think the NBA in trouble, honestly. I really think the NBA in trouble. God damn, that was a bad turn. That was 3 bad. Well, that was 2 bad plays right there by Micah Peavy. We lucky that they missed, though. You say SGA the face of the league. But see, that's the thing, my dog. If SGA is the face of the NBA, then the NBA is definitely dying. And I don't mean that disrespectfully toward SGA, but it's like people just don't like SGA brand of basketball. It's like Matt Ryan being remember when Matt Ryan was with Matt Ryan or Alex Smith? It's like Matt Ryan or Alex Smith being the face of the NFL. It's like no. Like people gonna start tuning out. You know what I'm saying? You gonna start tuning out. Say I like if the Lakers get Giannis, I'm done with. If the Lakers get Giannis, I'm done with the NBA. That would be crazy because I'd be like, so wait a minute, what the fuck? Y'all really took LeBron for Giannis in a trade? Like it would just be some bullshit. It really would be. SGA, you say below say SGA is the less fun Harden. Yeah, he kind of is less fun Harden. You say Peavy twice. Yeah, that was a bad turnover by Peavy. We gave up the lead. Oh, I don't know. We just not generating no offense. And Jose's still in the game. Hawkins still in the game. See, that's my thing, dog. That's my thing. Do the Pelicans play tomorrow? Can somebody tell me if tomorrow's a back-to-back? Do the Pelicans play tomorrow? Can somebody tell me? Our coaching staff is ass. Yeah, coach staff sucks. Coach staff sucks. It really does. The reason I say that is because, again, they don't play tomorrow. See, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? If we don't play tomorrow, why wouldn't you just try everything you can to win tonight? That means take Jordan Hawkins and Jose out the game and put Jeremiah Fears and Carlo in the game. That way you got rebounding, you got people that can run the court, you got some rim protection. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, god damn, dog. Like, it's small shit. Like, that whole run right there could have been avoided. That whole entire run could have been fucking avoided, bro. It really could have been avoided. You say every team makes a run with Jose in the game. Yep. I need to see how many fucking timeouts we got too. Hold on. Let me see how many timeouts we got. Because I'm about to do something to piss myself off. If we got 4 timeouts, I'm going to really be mad. We better not have no 4 fucking timeouts because I'm going to be upset. We got 3 timeouts. Okay, so I'm less upset. But still, I would have liked to see a timeout there. That's why I don't know, dog. I think I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Falling and flying looks alike. It's just all about perspective. I think we so used to the Pelicans falling. When they look a little bit better, you think they flying, and they're like, no, they still falling. Like, these rotations are bad. So he just let Hawkins lose the game for us. It's a lot of time left, but 5-point lead with the Pelicans, that shit can seem insurmountable sometimes. And keep in mind, Ant ain't really doing nothing. So, he ain't even wake up yet. Fist of Black Star, you say Carlo Wynn might not be there. It's possible, but let me see what time Carlo checked out the game. Carlo checked out. Carlo ain't played the entire 4th quarter. He checked out at the end of the 3rd. So they could have at minimum sub Carlo back in at maybe with the Hawkins free throws at the latest, but he only been resting a couple minutes, so it's tough to call. Yeah, they fall up. But see, that's the thing. If you falling forward, that would be fine. If you winning some fucking games, ain't no way in the world Willie Green supposed to have more wins than Borrego. Like, you've been in major games where you had 10+ point leads and you can't fucking win. And look, people like, well, you being hard on Borrego. I'm not. I'm being fair. I told y'all, I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. I ain't got no picks. That's why this show is called No Picks. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. What the fuck is happening here? Here, can we call Brandon Boston back? We don't have a roster spot available. Okay, so Hawkins coming out, y'all. Jeremiah Fears coming in. So it looked like we about to have that Hawkins. It looked like we about to have that Fears Jose backcourt. Yep. Hey, y'all, look, y'all. It's the lineup we all love. The Fears and Jose backcourt. It's the lineup we all love. The Fears and Jose backcourt is great to fucking see. Love to see it. You love to see it. The fuck? Boy, I ain't gonna lie. He shook the fuck out Derek Queen just now. McDaniels did. Oh, McDaniels, you tripping. McDaniels, you tripping. Yeah, American, African, Mexican. That boy, bro, that was crazy. Adrian Broder was crazy. Hey, we need to cut down and make a spot for Brandon Boston. Fist of the Black Star, I disagree with that. I think that's going a bit far. I think that's going a tad bit far. I don't even know what country Brandon Boston in right now. All right, they need to put Trey back into the game. McGowan's had 2 good looks. He just couldn't execute on either one. They probably, oh my God, Jose. Oh, dog. What is this? Is this a, that's a 12-0 run? No, it's just a 10-0 run. Okay, 10-0 run. 10-0 run. 12-0, but make that a 12-0 run, I think, right? 12-0 run. 12-0 run, y'all. 12-0 run. 12-0 fucking run, bro. 12-0 run. 12-0 run, bro. Great. Scott with the cloud said Zion and Trey for Ace Bailey and Laurie. You taking it? Nah, I'm turning that one down. I ain't gonna lie. I'm turning that one. I think I can get more value for trading that because I don't think Lowry necessarily on a positive contract. Jose minus 16 the game. That was basically tied till now. Yeah, Jose getting into the game pretty much blew the game. Like his substitution into the game kind of blew the game. And then you got this dumbass Jose and Fierce. Jose asking for a sub out the game right now because he just hurt his left wrist. You got that dumbass Fierce. You're not going to get timeout. He need to come out the game, but you're not going to get a timeout, Jose. You're going to have to foul somebody. Y'all got to foul somebody. Foul somebody. What are you doing? All right, so Jose out the game. So there goes his trade value. So Jose going straight to the locker room. Hopefully he ain't got no broken wrist or no shit like that. Because that goes his trade value. Damn, Jose hurt every motherfucking game. That was a terrible lineup, dog. That really was a terrible fucking lineup. Oh, he stepped on his forearm. Damn, that was tough. You said this team too talentless to make these bad rotations. That's been my issue. That's been my issue with Borrego this entire time. Dog. Is the fact that, bro, you need to decide I'm going to win this game or I'm going to go down fighting. I'm throwing motherfucking bolos. I'm going down fighting this game. With these scheduled substitutions and these bad rotations that we already know don't work, why you keep going back to that? You got to be able to give a motherfucker the rope. You know what I'm saying? Or give a motherfucker the hook. Because, like, for example, if Derek Queen playing terrible, he'll take Derek Queen out the game. Like, cool. If Jose playing terrible, Jose played 30 fucking minutes. Jose played the entire fucking game damn near. It's just, come on, man. And McGowan's has taken, like, what? 3 of the last 6 shots or some shit like that. Where's the play design? Where's the creativity? Where's the off-ball movement? Where's any of this shit? That was a blown layup right there by McGowan's. There go Julius Randle. Yeah, they just let go on the rope, dog. See what they doing, bro? Honestly, they win in the third. They just exchanged the third quarter for the fourth quarter, basically. They just exchanged the third quarter for the fourth quarter, y'all. That's all that happened, really. Kelvin Dennis say, our announcing something clear subliminal shot says, it's nice to see a star that wants to play every second of the second half and OT, not looking to be subbed. I would need, do Zion be calling? I don't be at the game. So is Zion calling for his own substitutions? Like, yo, take me out? Or is it a thing, like a whatchamacallit? See, I don't like all that subliminal shit. Just put an address on it, man. Put a fucking address on it. I don't like all that subliminal shit. Put an address on it so we can know what's going on. That's like behind the scenes. That's one of my things. Y'all probably heard me mention this before. People will tell you certain things behind the scenes, but they'll never go on record. It's like, you don't even work for the team no more. Go on record and say that shit, man. Maybe something will change. You telling me I ain't like, come on, man. It just annoys me sometimes. But shout out to Joe and AD. Like, I just, the subliminal shit just annoys me sometimes. So yeah, Joe heavily implied he looked gas and calls for subs. Pedron said, I still say Trey need to go to do and not take the shot. Has he touched the basketball? I did see him touch the basketball once on that left wing. I just hope Poole comes back because I can't stand this Jose shit. Yeah, and that's really hoping that Jose out the rotation when Poole come back. Shit. Because Poole probably going to be on a minutes restriction as well considering his injury. Say, hold on, the refs are horrible. There's no way one of them not gambling. It's possible. You can't really, you really can't let nobody off the hook right now when they come to like the conspiracy and shit. Bruce said his team has no heart. D-Love say Trey soft, he needs to shoot. Jose minutes blew the game. Yeah, and it's that Jose and Fish rotation was very bad, and Hawkins in the fourth was really bad as well. It was really bad as well. Doodle say I took it as shots toward the Pelicans. They don't say Trey need to be aggressive in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, he absolutely do. He do. Like at the end of the day, fuck it. Just go rogue, bruh. Just throw the ball at the rim. It is what it is. But I would like to see some creativity and some actions to get guys open shots. Because when you watch Lowry, let me look. Matter of fact, let me look at I'm about to look at the Jazz box score right now. See how many shots Lowry took. It's probably like 20 something. Lowry was 11 for 18. 11 for 18. That's a super fucking efficient game. 30 points. 30 points, 8 rebounds, right? 1 assist, but 30 points, 8 rebounds. Keontae George took 20 shots and got 29 points. 4 for 7. Keontae George having a hell of a fucking year. But, like, if you look at Lowry game, most of his baskets are assisted baskets. If I'm the Pelicans, my goal is to get the motherfucker to, my goal is to get assisted baskets for Trey Murphy. To draw plays, and you're not gonna do that every time. Because you're not running sets every play. But you still in winning time, when it's winning time, and you need big shots, you got to be able to do that. You say, but Lowry doesn't hesitate to take what's given to him, unlike Trey. Lowry built like that's another factor too. Lowry probably got a good 30 pounds on Trey, but I think Lowry might be a little taller. But yet and still, what year is Lowry in? What year is Lowry in? Lowry got to be at least in his. Lowry got to be in his 9th fucking year, I think, maybe. But yeah, I agree with you. If you trade, you got to force the issue at times, though. It's not gonna always be a perfect situation. That's my thing with players, right? If it always got to be a perfect situation for you to succeed, you're not meant to succeed, because it ain't always going to be a perfect situation. A lot of times you got to make something out of nothing. A lot of times you got to force the issue. You either got it in you or you don't. It's not going to always be a perfect situation. Say Denny doesn't have in-between game and can't typically finish or draw a foul. I think he can draw a foul. I just don't think they're calling the motherfucking fouls, to be honest. I don't think he's calling the foul, but when he get ran off the line, he probably need to put up and shoot the contested mid. Personally, I would like him to shoot the Personally, I would like for him to shoot the contested 3. Ninja rig your way out. Yeah, man, you gotta force the fucking issue sometime. Man, ain't no way in the world y'all let McDaniels go coast to coast like that, boy. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. You said once again, Trey with the hot potato. Hold on. How much time was left on the clock when McGowan's hit that? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Nah, that was the right pass. That was the right pass, though. McGowan was wide open from the corner. But the thing is, McGowan hasn't hit a shot in a long time. But I think that was the right pass. He was wide open from the right corner. But McGowan took 4 of the last 5, 6 fucking shots. At a certain point, don't pass the motherfucking ball. Fuck making the right basketball play. Force the issue. Sometimes you're going to lose forcing the issue. It happens. Or even Trey right there. You got McDaniels in transition. Foul him. Don't let him get all the way downhill to the rim. Grab his ass, throw him on the fucking ground or something. Don't let that motherfucker go coast to coast and boom on you. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? Foul him. But these dudes, dog, these dudes need to hit the weights, dog. Like, I'm serious. These guys need to hit the weights. They need to hit the weights, bro. They need to hit the weights seriously. You say maybe go back to wrestling. They'll get the lead back. Yo, it's whatever y'all want to talk about. Like, if y'all got some wrestling questions or something, put them in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's rap about it. Shit. I'm down with whatever. But we need a major strength and conditioning program, though. I'm talking about weights, motherfucking push-ups, pull-up bars. We need straight up prison workout. Oh, Trey. Trey had Naz Reid in the fucking air just now. If you, Trey, jump into the contact, that's 3 fouls. That's 3 easy free throws. 3 fouls. That's 3 free throws right there. Jump into that motherfucking contact, man. Jump into that contact. You got him in the air. Jump into the contact. Fuck. That's taking what the defense give you, in my opinion. Say if he don't want the ball, he need to get the fuck. I think when you got Naz Reid in the air like that in a 9-point game, jump into the contact. Take the fucking foul. Take the foul. Jump into the contact, take the foul, get to the free throw line. That's 3 points right there. It's 3 easy free throws. Easy money. But again, that's just not something the Pelicans do, dog. I think it's an IQ issue. Pelicans rarely ever jump into the contact when they got a player off the ground. They just don't know how to win, dog. That's why I really would love to get Rondo here. Chris Paul makes sense in theory, but Chris Paul, for one, he don't like New Orleans, and players don't like Chris Paul. God damn, LeBron took 17 shots and only got 8 points. What the fuck? It might be time. God damn. God damn, I'm looking at Toronto game. Tiny dog, 10 for 23 from the field for 20 points. Ugh, that's pretty bad. Austin Reeves shot 15 free throws, y'all. Austin Reeves shot 15 free throws. Oh, that's why this game was close. Luka didn't play. I didn't realize Luka was out. Austin Reeves shot 15 free throws. Boy, ain't no fucking way. Shit like that is a black eye on the league, dog. Like, to me, that's a black eye on the league. That's why when people talk about, man, look at Shea, or look at not just Shea. When people say look at Shea or look at Austin Reeves and what they're doing, it's like that's not a real comparison to me, or a fair comparison, because nobody getting the fucking whistle that they get. Nobody's getting the whistle that they get. Nobody getting that whistle. Let me see. Yo, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think people overstating how good Saddiq Bey has been? Or y'all think he been like pretty much about how people say? Because I think people might be going a little far. I think he's been good, but I don't think he been how people been saying. Say dead ass Brian O'Kennemer. I used to hate LeBron, but I'm speaking unbiased. That's not how someone who cares plays. I didn't see the game. I know he hit a big shot, and he came back down the opposite end, and he got blocked. And then Brandon went on the opposite end, and he shot a 3 and missed. And Rui hit the game winner. Say you think he been okay? Say he misses a ton of wide open threes. You talking about Saddiq? Yeah, Saddiq. The shooting ain't been there, but he been able to score from other places. Sam, what up, my dog? He said my girl's dog ate a shit ton of chocolate. Oh my God, man. I be telling my people like, yo, you can't give the fucking dog chocolate. I tell my people that all the time. I hate when that happens, man. I hope your dog all right, dog. Cause my dog love candy. My dog be eating Airheads and shit. But if you don't watch her, she'll get into my stash, dog, fuck around eat a Twix, and you'll be in fucking serious trouble. Damn. I hope your dog all right, man. Let me know, bro. Let me know how everything goes, man. God damn, that's fucking tough. The Pelicans only made 6 threes. Hold on, let me see what the score is. I mean, what the thing. They took 23 threes. They took 23 threes to 36. Jesus Christ. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, they let go of the rope in this one. All they did was swap the third quarter for the fourth quarter. That's all they did. I said, I think we aren't used to having a scoring wing off the bench, so we gas it. That's probably what it is. Dog. Like, and I think people miss Najee, so they making an association. Like, they keep making an association. Yeah, we're going to lose the mat battle every night from beyond the arc. Derek Queen only got 9 shots. Trey only took 5 threes. Saddiq Bey 0 for 4. The only person hit a 3 tonight was Jeremiah Fez. He 2 for 2. Man, everybody on the Pelicans was inefficient. Only Carlo. Carlo was 4 for 5, but we already know how Carlo scores. This was a terrible shooting game for the Pelicans, dog. Like, this was terrible. A terrible shooting game. You got to get the staff out of here. The talent ain't that neither, but it's just like for example. Jose back in the game, right? Jose is in the game. Jose is injured, right? He was just injured. He was injured to the point where he had to foul somebody and leave the game. That's how injured he was. Damn, Trey got 8 assists. I ain't see that. He had to foul somebody and leave the game. That's how injured he was. You just lost the lead with Jose and Fears in the game. And you put him right back in the fucking game. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. Hey, as Lynn said, Chad, genuinely, what move should we make? I know you say talent, but genuinely, what move should we make? Shit, I would try to buy low. That was a fucking and one, ref. Blow the fucking whistle, man. I would try to make a run at guys like Kuminga, Walker Kessler, and Cam Thomas. High level talent guys who still got some upside and who injured or like in this what's the word you would say? Injured and or in Derek Queen been terrible tonight. Injured and or in like situations the way they're unhappy. That's what I think. Dubs versus Chaz, when you say this is one of the darkest times in the history of franchise, shit looking bleak with the pick situation. Nah, Dubs World. I wouldn't say that at all. Because not only, it's like, for one, it really is only 1 year that you don't have your pick. You got all your other picks. You don't have any bad contracts, really, depending on how you feel about Herb contract and DeJounte contract. You got a bunch of young talent you can still trade. Nah, that's not like a Nets situation to where like the Nets ain't have none of their picks, or even a Clippers situation. Now, what those teams had advantages with is that they were in big markets. They were in good markets. What the Pelicans got an advantage with is you got young talent, and they think people around the league think you're the problem. People around the league think the organization is the problem. They don't necessarily think the players are the problem, maybe aside from Zion, but they think you're the problem. They still like a lot of the players. All right, my dog, catch you on the flip side, Sean. Be good, man. Be safe, brother. Let me see. Jeremiah. Wait, my bad. Had Jeremiah Fair's 3-point shooting surprised you, Chaz? And is it sustainable going forward? It really has surprised me. It really has surprised me. I did not anticipate the shot to be. I didn't anticipate his finishing at the rim to be this bad, but I didn't anticipate the shot to be this good. So it's been an interesting trade-off. It's been a very interesting trade-off. But yeah, I think you're looking at guys like Kuminga, like Sabonis, like male content guys. Kuminga, Sabonis, Cam Thomas. It's to me, the Pelicans situation not really that bad, especially because they got all their first, except for next year. So, like, for example, like if next year's draft is bad, that's one thing. But if next year's draft is, if it's great, that's one thing. But if the draft is bad, does it really matter? But I think the practice and how they made that trade was a terrible decision. I think that was a terrible decision because for you to make that trade, you gotta put the ball in Derek Queen's hands. You need to see everything Derek Queen can do. And so far, the coaching staff just hasn't done that offensively. Scott with the clout say, after what Troy Weaver just built in Detroit, that builds some goodwill. I think so as well. Say took Queen out for Jose, and that was the game. Yeah, when I saw Derek Queen coming out the game, I was like, yeah, it's over. Like, well, maybe not as over, but I didn't understand taking him out at that point because you had just built a 4-point lead. It's like, man, come on, man. Bill Sherman said Trey needs to start playing Tyre Ford. I agree. I think they wait too long to sub guys back in. They wait way too fucking long. Say, only reason I give James some leeway is because this roster logically doesn't make sense. We got guys that are 6'7", doing dumber things. On year 6'7", doing dumber things than the rookies. Yeah, to a degree, but it's like in certain instances, some of the rotations just don't make no sense because, okay, Jose and Hawkins, like why you got that out there? Then you got you try to correct that, but then you got Jose, Hawkins, and Fears out there at one point, if I'm not mistaken. In what world is that a recipe for winning? You just saw Ant play 40-something minutes and overtime. You can't just play Trey the entire fourth or say, Trey, we need you to play the entire fourth. You can't do that. Like I don't understand the coaching staff. I really don't. Dubs would say, Chad, you look at how much talent there is in the West. I just don't see there will ever be a spot where we can make a deep playoff run in the next 5. Well, I don't think the Pelicans going to be in the West for the next 5-7 years. But also, I don't think the West is that deep, honestly. Like, 'cause when you look at Houston, I don't know, like Kevin Durant about to be retired. With the Lakers, LeBron probably to retire. OKC, that's probably the team you probably talking about the most. The Clippers, they already old. Memphis, they don't know what they about to do. They got a couple bad contracts. He ain't playing, and Jaren Jackson Jr. in a bad contract. Who else in the West? Wemby, he got injury issues now because he's still out. Who else in the West? The Jazz ain't trying to win no time soon, really. The Warriors, Steph is old. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about the West. I'm not lying to you. Even if you look at the West now, The West ain't good this year. Like Jamal Murray balling, but Jamal Murray is getting older. You know what I'm saying? Jokic probably not playing another 10 years just off GP. Trailblazers, they looking good, but they haven't really taken the next step. Who else? We got the Suns. Devin Booker. I mean, the Mavericks. I mean, AD about to go soon. Kyrie Irving probably not playing in another 7 years. Yeah, I think the West is, aside from OKC, I think the West is pretty wide open with Houston and OKC. I think the West is pretty wide open. And it depends on the next move Minnesota make, because Minnesota not like setting the world on fire neither. Minnesota need to get some talent too, because Rudy, I don't know how much longer they expect Rudy to play like this. It's just like what Jose the other day, the PV turnover flipped the game. Yeah, that PV turnover on that, because it's crazy because he got the steal and then turned the ball over. So that's another thing that kind of fucked things up. Residual will say, okay, Hawkins, why you got out there? True or work? Yeah, like I don't really understand why Hawkins was out there in that situation, especially when you're trying to maintain the lead. You would think you would have your best players out there to try to extend the lead, but they play that motherfucking that prevent fucking offense that just pisses me off. The way I ain't gonna score, but you not scoring either. They're like, no, they are scoring. You not stopping nobody, cuz. They're like, let's stop this fucking delusion here. See, the team looked best when Queen, PV, Fierce, McGowan. I forgot who the other person was, but they were super active. I would say Carlo. Okay. Now McGowan's 1 foot in the league, but he missed some easy shots at the end of the fourth as well. CJ DeGaulle said there are a lot of teams that never get talked about with how bad the situations are and their future ain't bright. They shit on us for the pick, but as long as we make C to B positions, we good. Yeah, there's a lot of teams in bad situations, honestly. Like, shit ain't really working out for Houston necessarily because Reed Shepard ain't really taking that step. While Jabari's getting bigger and stronger, he ain't really took that next step. Kevin Durant's older, and you need the Thompson twin to take the next step as well. It ain't bad in this situation whatsoever, but it could be better. Yeah, a lot of teams. Like, it's in the West. Like, again, Memphis. Their situation ain't that good. The Kings, terrible situation. The Clippers, terrible situation. Like, it's a lot of teams. Like, everybody got their pros and cons. The Kings in California, the Clippers in California, the Nets in New York, the Bulls in Chicago. Like, everybody got their pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? See, I think we can get Zion to Portland. That's the next step. Get Scoot or first Klingon to Grant for salary. Man, I would like to get Klingon. I like Klingon a lot. Klingon and I'm trying to think salary. It would have to be Jeremy, right? Klingon and maybe a first and a swap or something like that. Said it last game. I'll say it again. Joe will clean house. Team and staff will be all new next season because this is not it. Yeah, I think he's gonna absolutely clean house. He deserved the opportunity to hire his own coach. Cause I think I might have said this to Justin the other day. I was like, man, Borrego, that's David Griffin's hire. Like, Borrego is David Griffin's coach. So, like, the only real addition to the staff Joe Dumars has made, period, has been DeAndre Jordan. Residual will say, what coach in his right mind would take this job though? This owner GM combo is the worst in the league. The stadium is a dump. Shit is bad. Nah, it's only 30 jobs, bro. There's only 30 jobs. There's like, even before they hired Joe Dumars is the president, but in Troy, I think people like Troy Weaver considering what happened with Detroit. But I think it's 30 jobs. Motherfucker gonna take a job. If you offer them, they gonna come be the coach. They gonna come be the coach. Like, you got guys auditioning, 4 and 5 guys campaigning for one job every year. I think motherfucker gonna come take the job. I think that's something people just say, like some of like the people who cover the team, like, oh, nobody wants the job. Yeah, okay. You ask a bunch of motherfuckers who ain't got no job right now, making $400,000. Whoa, what up, Adam Stevens? It was good for 3 quarters, bro, and they let go of the rope in the fort. You have a bunch of motherfuckers making $200,000 a year on the sideline right now. Hey, you want to come be the coach? I mean, it's looking kind of bad, but maybe, yeah, motherfucker gonna take the job. Let's see, add Hawkins and hopefully get Scoop in the first protect. Yeah, I trade Hawkins for free. I ain't gonna lie, boy. You could just take him for salary relief, honestly. I like the necessary part of design. Cam, The Aaron Sharp, some nice pieces we can use. Yeah, it probably have to be like Cam and maybe Nick Claxton. I'm not a big Nick Claxton fan no more, honestly. But Cam, Nick Claxton, Aaron Sharp, maybe. If you the Timberwolves, would you want Zion for Randall? Nah. Well, for Zion, if I just wanted to get rid of the salary, probably. Because Randall, that contract is just kind of tough. But Randall's talented, though. Because I look at Zion contract like a lottery ticket if I'm an opposing team or if I'm the Pelicans. Like, if it worked, cool. If it don't, I could just cut him. Say Claxton fits the money more than Sharp. Yeah. Say, do you think Murphy asked to play one quarter? The coach would say no. Nah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think if he pushed the issue, the coach would probably let him play. But I just don't understand the schedule. Like, I just don't understand the rotations, period. Residual will say, yeah, I mean, that's your coach. Yeah, I mean, you have to get a young new coach. Like the Jazz, for example. The coach the Jazz got is awesome to me. I like their coach. They wasn't a great situation when they got him. OKC, the coach they got, pretty good. They wasn't a great situation when they got him neither. It's just about evaluating and making the right decisions. Let me say, yeah, Danny Wolf is pretty good. I wanted us to maybe take a look at Danny Wolf. Say, oh, he's getting his own coach next season. Lovely, but our guys are soft and no grit. Yeah, like, even when you look at Charlotte, Charles Lee be having them dudes playing hard. Like, when they healthy, them dudes be looking good, bro. When they're healthy, that's a very good team. Well, not a very good team. That's a cool team when they healthy. But they just never healthy. But Charles Lee be having them motherfuckers playing. Like, Mondo, you mentioned Con Knipple. It's like how Con Knipple talks, that comes from playing somewhere with expectations over the years and getting into a team that actually has some level of leadership and coaching expectations. Pels playing DeAndre Jordan as a player but viewed as a staff addition. What a mess. Man, teams do that a lot. Like, they'll backdoor their way into hiring a coach. That's like what that dude, man, what's the light-skinned dude with the big nose? He ain't got no game. Is his last name Duffy? I forgot his last name, bro. But he was doing that for years. Even Garrett Temple. Garrett Temple's like a coach. It's like just a coach with a promotion. I mean, a coach with like a pay increase. They ain't say for real. I wouldn't even mind watching Charlotte most likely. Charlotte entertaining. They entertaining. They frustrating, but they entertaining. And they keep Dudley. Is it Chris Dudley? Yeah, it's like Chris Dudley. This dude, this motherfucker keep a job. You're like, who keep hiring this guy to play on the team? It's like, well, Brandon Miller said like his body failing bad. He got to gain some weight. I think he a little too frail for the league right now too. These dudes is too skinny, dog. These dudes too skinny, bro. Like, every time they fall down, the shit going right to their lungs. Every time they fall down, motherfucker get a collapsed lung fracture, sprain, tear. It's like, man, come on. But see, the thing with Haslam, JKL, is Haslam was actually there when they won rings. Now, I don't think Haslam really, I think Heat culture is overrated, and I don't think Haslam really contributes at a high level to their culture. But he was there when they won. You can hire as many motherfuckers you want that ain't never won shit. If they ain't never won, nobody ain't trying to listen to them dudes. Especially if they ain't never been like a real part of winning. Nobody listen to them dudes. Like, in my opinion. And you gotta have a coach to help echo that. Like, it gotta be a team job, in my opinion. But yo, man, I'm about to make my way over to Pro Pals Talk. While y'all here, man, let's take 30 seconds, man. Everybody hit that like button for me. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. We had a great conversation today. We really, like Willie. Willie had a ring, but Willie ain't do shit. Yeah, lay off the weed. Oh yeah, that chronic got the league fucked up. That's why you're seeing all these chronic injuries. The chronic. It's the chronic. It's the chronic. That's some motherfucker got these chronic injuries and they smoking that chronic. Smoking them tweeds, ain't you? That's what it is. Appreciate thank you, Residuals. Thank you for the birthday wishes, fam. Smoking that weed, smoking that fire. See, that's why Kevin Durant really hurt the league with that. I don't smoke, so maybe I'm biased. But Kevin Durant, as soon as Kevin Durant start advocating for that pot being in the league, motherfuckers just hit rock bottom. Because they ain't smoking no regular reefer. They smoking geeks. You know what I'm saying? They smoking geeks. They on that water. They tripping. They wilding out. They only smoking regular weed. They taking it to the next level. And that's why you seeing everybody hurt. Allegedly. That's what I'm thinking. Whoa, what's happening, LC? What's happening, partner? But yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all on the other show. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. We lost this one. Hopefully we beat the Nets. And Michael Porter Jr. will be wilding out, though. Michael Porter Jr. is crazy. Like, I saw something he did today on the show. I couldn't believe he said this. He is wild. But I'm going to catch y'all on the other show, man. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me. I'll see y'all next time, man.